The mind is everything. What you think you become. Buddha. Imagine for a moment that your mind is like an iceberg. What you are consciously aware of, the thoughts, decisions, and actions that you take every day, represents only the visible tip above the surface. Beneath the water lies the vast expanse of your subconscious mind, silently directing your life, shaping your habits, beliefs, and ultimately your destiny. It's the unseen force driving your responses, your fears, and your dreams, often without you even knowing. It's here, in this mysterious and powerful realm beneath the surface, where true transformation begins. In this book, written and published by Mindful Literary, we embark on a journey into the depths of the subconscious mind, a journey of unraveling its secrets and understanding its immense influence on our lives. The subconscious mind holds the key to your true potential. It is where your beliefs about yourself and the world reside, often dictating how you perceive and interact with reality. From early childhood experiences to societal conditioning, much of what has shaped you lives within the hidden realms of your subconscious. It is, therefore, crucial to understand it if you want to create lasting change and take charge of your destiny. Take, for instance, the story of Maya. She was a talented artist who had always dreamed of showcasing her work in galleries, but something held her back. Despite her skills, she found herself unable to put her art out into the world. Every time she considered it, an invisible wall of doubt would arise, accompanied by thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "No one would be interested in my work." These beliefs were so deeply ingrained that she believed they were the truth. It wasn't until Maya began exploring the power of her subconscious mind that she realized these limiting beliefs were simply a reflection of past experiences, comments from a critical teacher, and fears she internalized as a child. They weren't the truth, but they had shaped her reality for years. The moment Maya understood this, she began to change. Through meditation, visualization, and positive affirmations, she started reprogramming her subconscious, replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Slowly but surely, Maya saw her life transform. The invisible walls she had built around herself began to crumble, and she found the courage to share her art with the world. Today, her work is celebrated, not just for its beauty, but for the vulnerability and authenticity it represents. Maya's story is a testament to the transformative power that lies within each of us, waiting to be unlocked. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is not about forcing change. It's about gently peeling back the layers, understanding where limiting beliefs come from, and replacing them with new, empowering thoughts that align with your vision of who you want to be. It's about realizing that you are not a prisoner of your past, but rather the architect of your future. The subconscious mind is like fertile soil, and what you plant there, whether it be seeds of doubt or seeds of greatness, will determine the garden of your life. This book will take you on an exploration of the techniques and insights that allow us to unlock the power of the subconscious. We will delve into the science behind reprogramming the brain, including the fascinating concept of neuroplasticity, which shows that the brain is not fixed but constantly changing. We will explore how habits are formed and how they can be reshaped to serve your higher purpose. We will learn about visualization, meditation, affirmations, and other powerful tools that help us harness the creative power of our subconscious minds. But this journey is not just about techniques. It's about understanding yourself at a deeper level. It's about becoming aware of the stories you tell yourself and challenging those that no longer serve you. Each chapter will start with a quote from a great thinker to ground our exploration in the timeless wisdom of those who came before us. And through stories of real people who have undergone their own transformations, you will see that this journey is not only possible, but profoundly rewarding. The truth is, we all carry within us subconscious beliefs that shape our lives. Some of these beliefs are empowering, while others limit our potential and hold us back from living the life we desire. By becoming aware of these beliefs and consciously choosing to change them, you can create a life that is aligned with your true self, one filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. This journey will require courage, curiosity, and a willingness to let go of old patterns that no longer serve you. But the reward is immense, the ability to consciously create your life from a place of empowerment rather than unconscious conditioning. So, are you ready to dive in? Are you ready to uncover the hidden forces shaping your reality and take the first step toward reprogramming your subconscious mind? This journey is not about changing who you are. It's about uncovering who you have always been beneath the layers of conditioning and fear. It's about embracing your power as the creator of your own experience and realizing that, just like Maya, you can change your story. Let's begin this journey together. Let's unlock the gateway to transformation and discover what is truly possible when you harness the power of your subconscious mind. Chapter 1. Understanding the subconscious mind. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. To begin reprogramming your subconscious mind, you must first understand what it is and how it operates. The subconscious mind is the hidden powerhouse that influences nearly every aspect of your life: your thoughts, behaviors, emotions, and ultimately your reality. While your conscious mind is responsible for rational thought and decision-making, your subconscious operates beneath the surface, guiding your actions based on deeply ingrained beliefs and patterns. It is here, in this hidden realm, that the true power to change your life lies. Imagine that your subconscious mind is like a vast library, filled with books that represent every experience you've ever had, every emotion you've felt, and every belief you've ever formed. Some of these books are filled with stories of love, courage, and success, while others contain fears, doubts, and limitations. The problem is that many of these stories were written when you were too young to understand their impact, and they now influence your life without you even realizing it. If you want to change your life, you need to rewrite these old stories, and that starts with understanding what's in the library of your subconscious. Take the story of Alex, for instance. Alex grew up in an environment where his parents constantly struggled with money. He heard phrases like "money doesn't grow on trees," and "we can't afford that" almost every day. Without realizing it, these messages became part of his subconscious programming. As an adult, Alex found himself constantly worrying about finances, even when he was earning a decent salary. He felt an underlying sense of scarcity, and no matter how hard he worked, he could never seem to get ahead. It wasn't until Alex began exploring his subconscious mind that he realized his beliefs about money were rooted in his childhood experiences. These beliefs were not an accurate reflection of his current reality, but they were dictating his actions and keeping him stuck in a cycle of scarcity. The subconscious mind is formed through experiences, particularly those that occur during childhood. As children, we are like sponges, absorbing information from our environment without the ability to critically analyze it. This means that many of the beliefs we hold today were formed before we had the capacity to question them. These beliefs can be empowering, such as "I am capable" or "I am loved," but they can also be limiting, like "I am not good enough" or "I don't deserve success." These subconscious beliefs become the lens through which we see the world, shaping our actions and determining our outcomes. Think of your subconscious mind as the autopilot system of an airplane. When you set a destination, the autopilot takes over, making small adjustments along the way to ensure you reach your destination. The problem is that if your subconscious programming is based on limiting beliefs, it's as if your autopilot is set to a destination you don't want to reach. You may consciously want to achieve success, happiness, or love, but if your subconscious mind is programmed with beliefs of unworthiness or fear, it will keep steering you off course. The good news is that, just like an autopilot system, your subconscious mind can be reprogrammed. By becoming aware of the beliefs that are guiding your actions, you can begin to change them. This process starts with bringing the unconscious into the light of consciousness, examining the beliefs, patterns, and emotions that have been running in the background of your life. It's about questioning the stories you've been telling yourself and deciding whether they are still serving you. Are these beliefs helping you become the person you want to be, or are they holding you back? Understanding the subconscious mind also means recognizing its incredible power. The subconscious is not inherently good or bad. It is simply a tool. It takes whatever you feed it and uses that information to shape your reality. If you feed it thoughts of fear, doubt, and limitation, it will create a reality that reflects those thoughts. But if you feed it thoughts of love, abundance, and possibility, it will create a reality that aligns with those positive beliefs. The key is to take control of what you are feeding your subconscious mind and to consciously choose the beliefs that align with your highest potential. To truly understand the subconscious mind, it's important to recognize that it operates based on repetition and emotion. The beliefs that are most deeply ingrained in your subconscious are those that have been repeated over and over again, often with a strong emotional charge. This is why experiences that were emotionally intense, whether positive or negative, tend to have the greatest impact on your subconscious programming. By understanding this, you can begin to use repetition and emotion to your advantage, consciously choosing to reinforce the beliefs that support your growth and well-being. The journey of understanding your subconscious mind is one of self-discovery and empowerment. It's about taking a step back and observing the patterns that have been running your life, and then making a conscious decision to change them. It's about realizing that you are not a victim of your past, but rather the creator of your future. By understanding the subconscious mind, you gain the power to rewrite your story, to change the narrative that has been holding you back, and to create a life that is aligned with your true self. So, let's begin this journey of exploration. Let's dive into the library of your subconscious mind, pull out the old books that no longer serve you, and start writing new stories, stories of empowerment, possibility, and transformation. The power to change your life lies within you, and it starts with understanding the incredible potential of your subconscious mind. Chapter 2: The Science of Reprogramming. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Donald Hebb. The idea of reprogramming the subconscious mind can sound mystical or even unattainable, but behind this concept lies solid science, neuroscience, to be exact. Our brains are not static. They are incredibly adaptive, constantly evolving based on our thoughts, behaviors, and experiences. This adaptability is known as neuroplasticity, a remarkable ability that allows us to reshape our brains, change our habits, and ultimately transform our lives. In this chapter, we will explore the fascinating science behind reprogramming the subconscious mind and how you can leverage these principles to create meaningful and lasting change. To understand the science of reprogramming, let's start with neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to form and reorganize synaptic connections in response to learning, experience, or injury. Think of your brain as a vast network of pathways, much like a series of interconnected roads. The more you travel down a particular road, the more well-worn and established it becomes. Similarly, the more you think a particular thought or engage in a specific behavior, the stronger the neural connections associated with that thought or behavior become. This is why habits, whether good or bad, become automatic over time. The phrase neurons that fire together, wire together, coined by neuroscientist Donald Hebb, perfectly captures this concept. When you repeatedly think or do something, the neurons involved in that action or thought become more strongly connected, creating a network that is easier to activate. This is how habits are formed, and it is also how beliefs, especially those stored in the subconscious mind, are reinforced. If, for example, you've spent years believing that you are not good enough, those neural connections have become well-worn pathways in your brain. The good news, however, is that you can create new pathways, new beliefs, new habits, and new ways of thinking that align with the life you want to create. Take the story of Maria, a young woman who struggled with anxiety for much of her life. For years, Maria's mind automatically gravitated toward thoughts of fear and worry. Every time she faced a challenge, her subconscious would activate the well-worn neural pathways of anxious thinking, leading her to believe that she couldn't handle the situation. But Maria decided to make a change. She began practicing mindfulness and meditation, focusing on calming her mind and creating a sense of inner peace. She also started using positive affirmations, telling herself, "I am capable and I can handle whatever comes my way." At first, it felt unnatural. Her mind was so used to the old patterns that the new thoughts felt foreign. But with time and repetition, Maria noticed a shift. The more she practiced, the more those new neural pathways began to strengthen, and the old pathways of fear and anxiety began to fade. This is the power of neuroplasticity. By consciously choosing new thoughts and behaviors, Maria was able to rewire her brain, creating new pathways that supported her growth and well-being. It wasn't an overnight transformation, but rather a gradual process of rewiring her subconscious mind. This is an important point to understand. Reprogramming the subconscious mind takes time, patience, and consistency. The old neural pathways didn't form overnight, and they won't disappear overnight either. But with dedication, you can create new pathways that lead to new outcomes. Another key element of reprogramming the subconscious mind is the role of emotion. Emotions act as a kind of amplifier for neural activity, making it more likely that certain connections will be strengthened. This is why emotionally intense experiences, whether positive or negative, tend to have a lasting impact on the subconscious mind. When you combine a thought or belief with a strong emotional experience, it creates a powerful imprint in the brain. This is why visualizations and affirmations are most effective when they are paired with positive emotions. It's not enough to simply say, "I am confident." You need to feel the emotion of confidence as you say it. By engaging your emotions, you create a stronger neural imprint, making it more likely that the new belief will take hold. Consider the story of James, an athlete who struggled with self-doubt. Despite his physical abilities, James often found himself doubting his skills, especially during competitions. His coach introduced him to visualization techniques, encouraging him to close his eyes and imagine himself succeeding, crossing the finish line, feeling the exhilaration of victory, and hearing the cheers of the crowd. At first, James was skeptical, but he decided to give it a try. Every night before bed, he visualized himself succeeding, and he made an effort to really feel the emotions of confidence, joy, and accomplishment. Over time, James noticed a change. His self-doubt began to diminish, and he found himself approaching competitions with a newfound sense of confidence. The combination of visualization and emotion had reprogrammed his subconscious mind, allowing him to access his full potential. The science of reprogramming the subconscious mind also involves understanding the power of repetition. The beliefs that are most deeply ingrained in your subconscious are those that have been repeated over and over again. This is why habits, both positive and negative, are so difficult to change. They are deeply embedded through repetition. To create new beliefs and habits, you need to consciously repeat them until they become automatic. This is where practices like affirmations, journaling, and daily goal setting come in. By repeatedly focusing on the beliefs and habits you want to cultivate, you create new neural pathways that eventually become your new default. Imagine your subconscious mind as a garden. The thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you focus on are like seeds that you plant in the soil. If you repeatedly plant seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation, those are the plants that will grow. But if you consciously choose to plant seeds of love, confidence, and possibility, and nurture those seeds through repetition and emotion, you will eventually create a garden that reflects your true potential. The science of neuroplasticity shows us that our brains are constantly evolving, and we have the power to shape that evolution through our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. In this chapter, we've explored the science behind reprogramming the subconscious mind, how neuroplasticity allows us to create new neural pathways, how emotion acts as an amplifier for change, and how repetition is key to embedding new beliefs. The journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind is not about forcing change, but about understanding the principles that govern the brain and using those principles to your advantage. It's about becoming the gardener of your own mind, consciously choosing the seeds you plant and patiently nurturing them until they bloom. As we move forward, we will delve deeper into the specific techniques that can help you reprogram your subconscious mind, from identifying and challenging limiting beliefs to using tools like visualization, affirmations, and meditation. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you, and it starts with understanding the incredible science of your own mind. Chapter 3: Identifying Limiting Beliefs. Your belief system is the lens through which you see the world. Tony Robbins. Imagine trying to climb a mountain while carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a limiting belief, those deeply ingrained thoughts that tell you what you can't do, who you aren't, and why success isn't meant for you. Limiting beliefs are the invisible barriers that keep us from reaching our potential. They often come from childhood experiences, cultural conditioning, and past failures, and they operate below the level of conscious awareness, subtly shaping our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. In this chapter, we will explore how to identify these limiting beliefs, understand where they come from, and begin the process of letting them go. The first step to reprogramming your subconscious mind is recognizing the beliefs that are holding you back. Once you shine a light on them, you can start to replace them with empowering beliefs that align with your goals and aspirations. Take, for example, the story of David. David had always dreamed of starting his own business, but every time he thought about taking the leap, a voice in his head told him, "You're not cut out for this. You don't have what it takes." This belief was so deeply rooted that David didn't question it. He simply accepted it as truth. It wasn't until David began working with a coach who encouraged him to explore his subconscious beliefs that he realized where this thought came from. When David was a child, his father often criticized his efforts, telling him that he would never amount to much. These words, spoken in moments of anger, had become embedded in David's subconscious, forming the belief that he wasn't capable of succeeding on his own. David's story is not unique. Many of us carry limiting beliefs that stem from past experiences, often from times when we were vulnerable and impressionable. These beliefs may have served a purpose at one point, protecting us from pain or disappointment, but as adults, they become obstacles to growth. To move forward, we must first become aware of these beliefs and understand how they are influencing our lives. One of the most effective ways to identify limiting beliefs is through introspection. Start by paying attention to the thoughts that arise when you think about your goals and dreams. Do you hear a voice that says, "I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this," or "it's too late for me"? These thoughts are clues that point to underlying beliefs. Write them down and ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it really true, or is it something I've been conditioned to believe? By questioning these beliefs, you begin to loosen their hold on your subconscious mind. Another powerful tool for identifying limiting beliefs is journaling. Set aside time each day to write about your thoughts, fears, and desires. As you write, notice any recurring themes or negative statements that come up. Journaling allows you to bring subconscious beliefs to the surface, making them easier to recognize and address. It also provides a safe space to explore your emotions and reflect on how your beliefs have shaped your decisions and actions. Consider the story of Sarah, who struggled with feelings of unworthiness in her relationships. Every time she began to get close to someone, she would pull away, convinced that she wasn't deserving of love. Through journaling, Sarah uncovered a belief that had been formed in childhood. She had internalized the idea that she was unlovable because her parents were emotionally distant. This belief had been driving her actions for years, causing her to sabotage her relationships. Once Sarah identified this belief, she was able to challenge it and replace it with a new belief: "I am worthy of love and connection." Over time, as she reinforced this new belief, Sarah found herself opening up to deeper and more fulfilling relationships. It's important to remember that limiting beliefs are not facts. They are simply thoughts that have been repeated so often that they feel true. They are the lens through which we see the world, but just like a pair of glasses, that lens can be changed. To challenge a limiting belief, ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this belief is true? What evidence do I have that it's not true? Often, you'll find that the belief is based on outdated information or assumptions that no longer serve you. Once you've identified a limiting belief, it's time to replace it with an empowering belief. An empowering belief is one that supports your growth, aligns with your values, and helps you move toward your goals. For example, if your limiting belief is, "I'm not smart enough," an empowering belief might be, "I am capable of learning and growing." It's important to choose a belief that feels true to you, something that resonates on an emotional level. Repeat this new belief to yourself daily, especially during moments when the old belief tries to resurface. Remember, reprogramming the subconscious mind takes time and repetition, but with persistence, the new belief will begin to take hold. To help solidify new beliefs, use visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living in alignment with your new belief. See yourself succeeding, feeling confident, and embracing new opportunities. Feel the emotions associated with this vision: joy, pride, excitement. The more vividly you can imagine this new reality, the more powerful the impact on your subconscious mind. Visualization helps to create new neural pathways, reinforcing the empowering belief and making it more likely to become your default way of thinking. Identifying limiting beliefs is a crucial step in the process of reprogramming your subconscious mind. It requires courage to face the thoughts that have been holding you back, but the rewards are immense. By bringing these beliefs into the light of awareness, questioning their validity, and replacing them with empowering alternatives, you take back control of your mind and your life. You become the author of your own story, no longer bound by the limitations of the past. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of self-talk and how the words you use can shape your reality. By learning to speak to yourself with kindness, compassion, and confidence, you can further reinforce the new beliefs you are creating and continue on your journey of transformation. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you, and it begins with identifying and challenging the beliefs that no longer serve you. Chapter 4: The Power of Self-Talk. Be careful how you are talking to yourself because you are listening. Lisa M. Hayes. The way you talk to yourself shapes the way you see the world, the way you feel about yourself, and ultimately, the life you create. Self-talk is the ongoing internal dialogue that plays in your mind. sometimes supportive, sometimes critical, and often unconscious. The words you use, the tone you take, and the stories you tell yourself all play a major role in determining your beliefs, your actions, and your overall experience of life. In this chapter, we will explore the profound impact of self-talk on the subconscious mind and learn how to consciously change the internal dialogue to empower ourselves. Think of your mind as a garden. Your self-talk is like the gardener who decides which seeds to plant. Positive, encouraging words are like healthy seeds that grow into beautiful flowers and fruitful trees, while negative, critical words are like weeds that spread and take over the garden. The key to reprogramming your subconscious mind is learning how to be a conscious gardener, one who chooses to plant seeds that nourish and uplift rather than seeds that restrict and limit. Consider the story of Emma. For most of her life, Emma's self-talk was harsh and critical. Whenever she made a mistake, she would berate herself with thoughts like, "I'm so stupid," or "I can't do anything right." This inner dialogue became a habit, and over time, it eroded her confidence. Even when she achieved something significant, she found it difficult to celebrate her success because the voice in her head would say, "It's not good enough," or "You could have done better." This negative self-talk became a self-fulfilling prophecy, keeping Emma stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. One day, Emma attended a workshop on the power of self-talk, where she learned that her internal dialogue was directly influencing her subconscious beliefs. She realized that if she wanted to change her life, she needed to change the way she spoke to herself. It wasn't easy. After all, she had spent years reinforcing those negative thoughts, but she decided to try. Emma began by catching herself whenever she had a negative thought. Instead of letting the thought take root, she paused, acknowledged it, and replaced it with a more positive, supportive statement. When she caught herself thinking, "I'm so stupid," she would replace it with, "I made a mistake, but that's okay. I'm learning." Slowly but surely, her self-talk began to shift, and as it did, so did her confidence and her overall outlook on life. The way you talk to yourself has a direct impact on your subconscious mind because it influences the beliefs you hold about yourself and your capabilities. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not capable, or that you're destined to fail, those thoughts become embedded in your subconscious and shape your reality. On the other hand, if you speak to yourself with kindness, compassion, and encouragement, you reinforce positive beliefs that support your growth and help you move toward your goals. To change your self-talk, start by becoming aware of the words you use. Pay attention to your internal dialogue, especially in moments of stress, challenge, or failure. Are your thoughts supportive, or are they critical? Are you speaking to yourself as you would to a friend, or are you being harsh and judgmental? Awareness is the first step to change. Once you are aware of your self-talk, you can begin to make conscious choices about the words you use. Another powerful tool for changing your self-talk is the use of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that are designed to challenge and replace negative thoughts. By repeating affirmations consistently, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious mind and create new, empowering beliefs. For example, if you often find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," you could use the affirmation, "I am enough just as I am." The key is to choose affirmations that resonate with you and to repeat them regularly, especially during moments when negative self-talk tends to arise. Visualization can also be a helpful tool for changing your self-talk. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a situation where you would typically be critical of yourself. Instead of hearing the usual negative thoughts, imagine yourself speaking to yourself with kindness and encouragement. Visualize yourself feeling confident, capable, and supported by your own words. The more vividly you can imagine this scenario, the more powerful the impact on your subconscious mind. Visualization helps to create new neural pathways, reinforcing positive self-talk and making it more likely to become your default way of thinking. It's important to remember that changing your self-talk is not about denying or suppressing negative emotions. It's natural to feel frustrated, disappointed, or scared at times, and it's important to acknowledge those feelings. The goal is not to ignore negative emotions, but to respond to them with compassion rather than criticism. For example, if you're feeling anxious about a new challenge, instead of saying, "I'm such a coward for feeling this way," try saying, "It's okay to feel anxious. This is new, and I'm doing my best." By responding to yourself with compassion, you create a sense of safety and support within your own mind, which allows you to move forward with greater courage and confidence. Consider the story of Michael, a sales executive who often struggled with self-doubt before important presentations. His self-talk was filled with thoughts like, "I'm going to mess this up, and everyone will see that I'm not good enough." These thoughts triggered anxiety, which in turn affected his performance. Michael decided to change his approach. He began using affirmations like, "I am prepared and capable, and I have valuable insights to share." He also practiced visualizing himself delivering the presentation with confidence, seeing the audience responding positively. Over time, Michael noticed a significant shift, not only in his confidence but also in his performance. By changing his self-talk, he was able to reprogram his subconscious mind and create a new reality for himself. The power of self-talk lies in its ability to shape your beliefs and ultimately your reality. The words you use, whether positive or negative, become the foundation upon which your subconscious mind builds its understanding of who you are and what you are capable of. By choosing to speak to yourself with kindness, compassion, and encouragement, you can create a positive and supportive internal environment that empowers you to grow and thrive. As you continue on your journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, remember that the way you talk to yourself matters. Your words have power, and you have the ability to choose words that uplift and inspire you. It may take time to change old patterns of self-talk, but with practice and persistence, you can create a new internal dialogue that supports your highest potential. In the next chapter, we will explore the emotional connection, how emotions influence subconscious programming, and how you can harness the power of positive emotions to create lasting change. Remember, the journey to transformation begins with the words you speak to yourself, and every kind word is a step toward a more empowered and fulfilling life. Chapter 5: The Emotional Connection. Emotion is the energy that drives the subconscious mind. Joe Dispenza. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind. They are the powerful forces that amplify the messages we send to ourselves and deeply influence the beliefs we hold. While thoughts may be the seeds we plant, emotions are the sunlight and water that determine how those seeds grow. Positive emotions like love, joy, and gratitude can help us nurture the garden of our subconscious mind, while negative emotions like fear, anger, and shame can stunt our growth and reinforce limiting beliefs. In this chapter, we will explore how emotions shape the subconscious mind and how you can harness the power of positive emotions to create lasting change. To understand the role of emotions in reprogramming the subconscious mind, it helps to consider how the brain processes emotionally charged experiences. When you experience an emotion, whether positive or negative, your brain releases chemicals that create a physical sensation in your body. This physiological response is designed to help you react to your environment. For example, when you feel fear, your body releases adrenaline, which prepares you to fight or flee. These physical sensations create a feedback loop that reinforces the emotional experience, making it more likely that the associated belief will be stored in your subconscious mind. Take the story of Lisa. Lisa had always struggled with public speaking. Whenever she had to give a presentation, she would feel a wave of anxiety. Her heart would race, her palms would sweat, and her mind would go blank. These physical sensations were so intense that she began to associate public speaking with fear and failure. Over time, this association became a deeply ingrained belief. "I'm not good at public speaking." The emotion of fear had reinforced this belief, and it became part of Lisa's subconscious programming. But Lisa decided to change her relationship with public speaking. She knew that if she wanted to reprogram her subconscious mind, she needed to change the emotional response she had to speaking in front of others. She began practicing visualization, imagining herself speaking confidently and receiving positive feedback from her audience. As she visualized, she focused on feeling the emotions of confidence, joy, and excitement. She would close her eyes and picture herself on stage, feeling calm and in control, hearing the audience applaud, and experiencing a sense of pride. By repeatedly practicing this visualization, Lisa was able to create a new emotional association with public speaking, one of confidence rather than fear. Over time, her belief shifted, and she found herself approaching presentations with a sense of excitement rather than dread. This is the power of emotions in reprogramming the subconscious mind. When you pair a thought or belief with a strong emotional experience, you create a powerful imprint in the brain. The more intense the emotion, the more deeply the belief is embedded. This is why emotionally charged experiences, whether positive or negative, tend to have a lasting impact on the subconscious. The key to reprogramming your subconscious mind is to consciously choose the emotions you associate with your thoughts and beliefs. One of the most effective ways to harness the power of positive emotions is through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that has the ability to shift your perspective and rewire your subconscious mind. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you activate the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and other feel-good chemicals. This positive emotional state makes it easier to reinforce empowering beliefs and create new neural pathways. Consider starting a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day. As you write, take a moment to really feel the emotion of gratitude. The more you engage with the feeling, the more powerful the impact on your subconscious mind. Another powerful tool for harnessing positive emotions is meditation. Meditation allows you to calm the mind, reduce stress, and connect with positive emotions like peace, love, and joy. By practicing meditation regularly, you can create a sense of emotional stability that makes it easier to reprogram your subconscious mind. One effective meditation technique is to focus on the heart center and visualize a warm, glowing light expanding with each breath. As you breathe, imagine this light filling your entire body, bringing with it a sense of peace and well-being. Allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with this light: love, gratitude, and joy. By practicing this meditation regularly, you can create a positive emotional state that supports your subconscious reprogramming. It's also important to acknowledge and process negative emotions in a healthy way. Negative emotions are a natural part of the human experience, and ignoring or suppressing them can actually make them more powerful. Instead of trying to push negative emotions away, try to understand what they are telling you. Emotions are messengers. They provide valuable information about your needs, desires, and boundaries. When you feel a negative emotion, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? What do I need in this moment? By acknowledging and processing your emotions, you can prevent them from becoming deeply ingrained in your subconscious mind. Consider the story of Tom, who often felt anger and frustration at work. He realized that these emotions were affecting his relationships with his colleagues and his overall well-being. Instead of ignoring his anger, Tom decided to explore its source. He realized that his anger was rooted in a sense of not being heard or valued. Once he understood this, he was able to communicate his needs more effectively and find healthier ways to express his emotions. By addressing the underlying cause of his anger, Tom was able to release the negative emotional patterns that had been holding him back and create a more positive emotional environment at work. The emotional connection is a crucial component of reprogramming the subconscious mind. Emotions are the driving force behind the beliefs we hold, and they play a key role in determining how those beliefs are stored and reinforced. By consciously choosing to cultivate positive emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, you can create an internal environment that supports your growth and transformation. At the same time, by acknowledging and processing negative emotions in a healthy way, you can prevent them from taking root in your subconscious mind. As you continue on your journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, remember that emotions are powerful allies. They have the ability to amplify your thoughts, reinforce your beliefs, and shape your reality. By consciously choosing the emotions you cultivate, you can create a life that is aligned with your highest potential, a life filled with joy, love, and fulfillment. In the next chapter, we will explore how to break the cycle of negative patterns, those habitual thoughts and behaviors that keep you stuck in old ways of thinking and acting. By learning to recognize and interrupt these patterns, you can create space for new, empowering beliefs to take root. Remember, the journey to transformation is not just about changing your thoughts. It's about connecting with the emotions that drive those thoughts and using them to create lasting change. Chapter 6. Breaking the cycle of negative patterns. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Henry Ford. We all have patterns of thought and behavior that seem to repeat themselves, often without us even realizing it. These negative patterns are like well-worn grooves in the mind, habits that keep us stuck in the same cycles of fear, doubt, and limitation. Whether it's the habit of procrastinating, the tendency to self-sabotage, or the automatic response of withdrawing when faced with a challenge, these patterns can hold us back from reaching our true potential. In this chapter, we will explore how to recognize these negative patterns, understand their origins, and learn how to break free from them to create space for new, empowering beliefs and behaviors. Consider the story of Alex. Every time he set out to achieve a goal, whether it was related to his career, fitness, or personal growth, he would find himself losing motivation and giving up before he could see any real progress. This cycle of starting and stopping became a familiar pattern in Alex's life, leaving him feeling frustrated and incapable of change. It wasn't until Alex began exploring his subconscious mind that he realized the root of his behavior, a deep-seated fear of failure. Alex had grown up in an environment where mistakes were met with criticism, and as a result, he internalized the belief that failing was unacceptable. To protect himself from the pain of failure, he would unconsciously sabotage his efforts, giving up before he had a chance to succeed. Negative patterns often stem from beliefs that were formed during childhood, beliefs that were meant to protect us at the time but now hold us back. For Alex, his fear of failure was originally a defense mechanism, helping him avoid the pain of criticism. However, as an adult, this belief no longer served him. It only kept him from pursuing his dreams. The first step to breaking a negative pattern is to understand where it comes from and why it developed. Once you understand the root cause, you can begin to challenge it and replace it with a new, empowering belief. One of the most effective ways to break the cycle of negative patterns is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, which allows you to recognize when you are falling into a negative pattern. For example, if you notice that you are procrastinating on a task, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What thoughts are running through my mind? By bringing awareness to the present moment, you can begin to interrupt the automatic cycle and choose a different response. Another powerful tool for breaking negative patterns is to replace them with positive habits. The brain is wired to follow the path of least resistance, which is why old habits can be so difficult to break. The key is to create new neural pathways by consistently choosing a new behavior in place of the old one. For example, if your pattern is to reach for unhealthy snacks when you're feeling stressed, try replacing that behavior with a healthier alternative, like going for a walk or practicing deep breathing exercises. The more you repeat the new behavior, the stronger the new neural pathway becomes, and over time, it will become your new default response. Consider the story of Mia, who struggled with negative self-talk whenever she faced a challenge. Her automatic response was to tell herself, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never be able to do this." This pattern had become so ingrained that Mia barely noticed it. It was just the way she spoke to herself. One day, Mia decided to make a change. She began by writing down the negative thoughts she had throughout the day, and then she would challenge each thought by asking herself, "Is this really true? And what evidence do I have that contradicts this belief?" She then replaced each negative thought with a positive affirmation, such as, "I am capable," or "I am doing my best." Over time, Mia noticed that her automatic response began to shift. Instead of immediately doubting herself, she found herself feeling more confident and capable. Breaking the cycle of negative patterns also requires self-compassion. It's important to remember that these patterns were developed as a way to protect yourself, and they have likely been in place for many years. Change takes time, and it's normal to slip back into old habits from time to time. Instead of criticizing yourself for falling back into a negative pattern, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that change is a process and that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. The more you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, the easier it will be to stay committed to your journey of transformation. Visualization can also be a powerful tool for breaking negative patterns. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a situation where you would typically fall into an old pattern. Instead of following the same script, visualize yourself responding in a new, empowering way. See yourself feeling confident, taking positive action, and achieving your desired outcome. The more vividly you can imagine this new scenario, the more powerful the impact on your subconscious mind. Visualization helps to create new neural pathways and reinforces the new behavior, making it more likely to become your default response. Breaking the cycle of negative patterns is not about forcing yourself to change. It's about understanding why the pattern exists, bringing awareness to it, and making a conscious choice to respond differently. It's about becoming the observer of your thoughts and behaviors, rather than letting them run on autopilot. By recognizing and interrupting negative patterns, you create space for new, empowering beliefs and habits to take root. As you continue on your journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, remember that every time you choose a new response, you are creating a new neural pathway. Change may not happen overnight, but with consistency and persistence, you can break free from the old patterns that have been holding you back and create a life that is aligned with your highest potential. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of visualization, how to use the mind's eye to create a new reality and reprogram the subconscious mind. By learning to visualize your desired outcomes with clarity and emotion, you can begin to manifest the life you truly want to live. Remember, breaking the cycle of negative patterns is just the beginning. Once you clear the way, the possibilities for growth and transformation are limitless. Chapter 7. The Power of Visualization. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Albert Einstein. Visualization is a powerful tool for reprogramming the subconscious mind and creating the life you desire. By using the mind's eye to vividly imagine your desired outcomes, you can create new neural pathways that support your goals and bring your visions to life. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. It responds to the thoughts and images you focus on, treating them as reality. By harnessing the power of visualization, you can shift your mindset, build confidence, and manifest the future you truly want to live. Consider the story of James, a professional athlete who struggled with performance anxiety. Whenever he had an important game, he would feel overwhelmed by fear and doubt, which affected his ability to perform at his best. James's coach introduced him to the practice of visualization, encouraging him to close his eyes and imagine himself playing with confidence and skill. Every night before bed, James would spend a few minutes visualizing himself on the field, seeing himself move with precision, hearing the cheers of the crowd, and feeling the excitement and pride of success. He imagined every detail: the sound of the ball, the feeling of the grass under his feet, the joy of scoring a goal. By engaging all of his senses, James made the visualization as real as possible. Over time, James noticed a significant shift. The fear and doubt that once held him back began to fade, replaced by a sense of confidence and calm. By repeatedly visualizing himself succeeding, James had reprogrammed his subconscious mind to expect success rather than failure. When game day arrived, he found himself approaching the field with a sense of determination and excitement. Visualization had allowed James to create a new reality for himself, one where he could perform at his highest potential. The power of visualization lies in its ability to create new neural pathways in the brain. When you visualize yourself achieving your goals, you activate the same neural circuits that would be engaged if you were actually performing the actions. This process helps to strengthen those pathways, making it more likely that you will take the actions needed to achieve your goals in real life. Visualization also helps to build confidence by allowing you to mentally rehearse success. The more you visualize yourself succeeding, the more familiar and comfortable it becomes, reducing the fear and anxiety that can hold you back. To begin using visualization to reprogram your subconscious mind, find a quiet place where you can relax without distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body and mind to relax. Once you feel calm, begin to imagine your desired outcome. Picture yourself achieving your goal, whether it's getting a promotion, running a marathon, or building a loving relationship. Make the visualization as vivid as possible, engaging all of your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. The more detailed and emotionally charged the visualization, the more powerful the impact on your subconscious mind. It's important to focus not only on the end result, but also on the process. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, visualize yourself training consistently, feeling strong and motivated with each run. See yourself overcoming challenges, pushing through moments of doubt, and feeling a sense of accomplishment as you cross the finish line. By visualizing the process, you prepare your mind for the journey ahead and build the resilience needed to overcome obstacles along the way. Another powerful aspect of visualization is the use of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your desired outcome. While visualizing, repeat affirmations that align with your goal, such as, "I am confident and capable," "I am worthy of success," or "I have the strength to achieve my goals." By combining visualization with affirmations, you create a powerful synergy that helps to embed the new belief in your subconscious mind. Consider the story of Priya, who wanted to start her own business but was held back by fear of failure. Priya began practicing visualization every morning. She would close her eyes and imagine herself running a successful business, seeing her happy clients, feeling the pride of building something meaningful, and experiencing the joy of financial freedom. She repeated affirmations like, "I am a successful entrepreneur, and I have the skills and determination to succeed." Over time, Priya noticed a shift in her mindset. The fear that once held her back began to lose its power, replaced by a sense of excitement and possibility. Visualization allowed Priya to see herself as the successful entrepreneur she wanted to be, and that vision gave her the courage to take action and make her dream a reality. It's also helpful to practice visualization regularly, ideally at the same time each day. Consistency is key to reprogramming the subconscious mind, as it takes time and repetition to create new neural pathways. Consider incorporating visualization into your morning routine or practicing it before bed. The more consistently you visualize your desired outcomes, the stronger the impact on your subconscious mind. Visualization is not about wishful thinking. It's about mentally rehearsing success and creating a clear blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow. By vividly imagining your desired outcomes and pairing those images with positive emotions, you can reprogram your subconscious to align with your goals and take the actions needed to bring them to life. Remember, the subconscious mind responds to the images and emotions you focus on, so choose to focus on the vision of the life you want to create. As you continue on your journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, remember that the power to create your desired reality lies within you. Visualization is a tool that allows you to harness that power, to see beyond the limitations of your current circumstances, and to step into the life you truly want to live. The more you practice, the more natural it will become, and the closer you will be to manifesting your dreams. In the next chapter, we will explore the role of affirmations and how the language you use can shape your reality. By learning to craft powerful affirmations that resonate on an emotional level, you can further reinforce the new beliefs you are creating and continue on your journey of transformation. Remember, the journey to transformation begins with a vision, one that is clear, vivid, and filled with the emotions of the life you want to create. Chapter 8. Affirmations and the Language of the Subconscious. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. William Ernest Henley. Words have power. The words you use, whether spoken out loud or silently repeated in your mind, can shape your reality by influencing your subconscious mind. Affirmations are positive statements that are used to challenge and replace negative thoughts, to reinforce empowering beliefs, and to align your mindset with the goals you want to achieve. In this chapter, we will explore the power of affirmations and how you can use them to reprogram your subconscious mind and create the life you desire. The subconscious mind is like a fertile garden, and your thoughts are the seeds that you plant. If you consistently plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, those seeds will grow into beliefs that limit your potential. But if you choose to plant seeds of confidence, love, and possibility, you will cultivate a garden filled with empowering beliefs that support your growth. Affirmations are the seeds of change, and by repeating them consistently, you can transform your subconscious mind and create a new internal dialogue that uplifts and inspires you. Consider the story of Elena. For years, Elena struggled with low self-esteem. She constantly compared herself to others and felt that she was never good enough. Her inner dialogue was filled with thoughts like, "I'm not smart enough, I'm not attractive enough, and I'll never be successful." These negative thoughts had become so ingrained that they felt like the truth. One day, Elena decided she was tired of feeling this way and wanted to make a change. She learned about affirmations and decided to give them a try. Every morning, she stood in front of the mirror and repeated affirmations like, "I am worthy, I am enough, and I am capable of achieving my goals." At first, it felt awkward and uncomfortable. Her mind resisted the new thoughts, and she struggled to believe them. But Elena persisted, repeating the affirmations every day, even when she didn't fully believe them. Over time, something began to shift. The more Elena repeated the affirmations, the more they began to take root in her subconscious mind. She started to notice small changes. She felt more confident when speaking up at work, she stopped comparing herself to others, and she began to feel a sense of self-worth that she had never experienced before. By using affirmations, Elena had reprogrammed her subconscious mind, replacing the old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. She had become the master of her own thoughts, and her life began to reflect the positive changes she was creating within herself. The key to using affirmations effectively is consistency and emotional engagement. It's not enough to simply repeat the words. You need to feel the emotions behind them. The subconscious mind responds to emotion, so the more you can feel the truth of the affirmation, the more powerful its impact will be. For example, if you are using the affirmation, "I am confident and capable," take a moment to close your eyes and imagine a time when you felt confident. Visualize yourself standing tall, feeling strong, and succeeding at something important to you. Allow yourself to feel the emotion of confidence as you repeat the affirmation. By pairing the words with the emotion, you create a powerful imprint on your subconscious mind. Another important aspect of affirmations is to phrase them in the present tense, as if the desired outcome is already true. The subconscious mind does not understand the concept of the future. It responds to the present moment. By stating your affirmation in the present tense, you send a message to your subconscious that this is your reality right now. Instead of saying, "I will be successful," say, "I am successful." Instead of saying, "I will be confident," say, "I am confident." This helps to reinforce the belief as a current reality, making it more likely to take root in your subconscious mind. Consider the story of Mark, who wanted to improve his financial situation. Mark had always struggled with money and believed that he would never be able to achieve financial freedom. His inner dialogue was filled with thoughts like, "I'm always broke, and I'll never be able to afford the life I want." These beliefs were keeping him stuck in a cycle of scarcity. Mark decided to use affirmations to change his mindset. He began repeating affirmations like, "I am financially abundant, I attract wealth and prosperity, and I am worthy of financial success." He also visualized himself living a life of abundance, seeing himself paying off his debts, enjoying financial freedom, and feeling a sense of security and peace. By consistently using these affirmations and pairing them with positive emotions, Mark began to notice changes in his financial situation. He found new opportunities for income, his relationship with money improved, and he started to feel more in control of his finances. It's also helpful to write down your affirmations and place them where you will see them throughout the day. You can write them on sticky notes and place them on your bathroom mirror, your computer, or your refrigerator. By seeing and repeating your affirmations regularly, you reinforce the new beliefs and create a constant reminder of the mindset you want to cultivate. You can also create a daily affirmation journal where you write down your affirmations each morning or evening. Writing them down helps to reinforce the message and makes it more likely that it will take root in your subconscious mind. Affirmations can be used to address any area of your life where you want to create change. Whether it's building confidence, improving your health, attracting love, or achieving success. The key is to choose affirmations that resonate with you and feel meaningful. If an affirmation doesn't feel true or feels too far out of reach, try adjusting it to make it more believable. For example, instead of saying, "I am a millionaire," you could say, "I am open to financial abundance and opportunities." The goal is to create affirmations that feel empowering and that you can emotionally connect with. Remember, reprogramming your subconscious mind takes time and consistency. The old beliefs that have been holding you back were not formed overnight, and they won't disappear overnight either. But with persistence and dedication, you can create new beliefs that align with your goals and desires. Affirmations are a powerful tool for planting new seeds in the garden of your subconscious mind. Seeds that will grow into empowering beliefs and ultimately, a life that reflects your true potential. As you continue on your journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, remember that you have the power to choose the words you speak to yourself. Your words shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your reality. By choosing affirmations that uplift, inspire, and empower you, you can create a new internal dialogue that supports your growth and helps you manifest the life you desire. In the next chapter, we will explore the practice of meditation as a path to inner reprogramming. By learning to quiet the mind and connect with your inner self, you can access the deeper layers of your subconscious and create lasting transformation. Remember, the journey to transformation begins with the words you speak to yourself. Words that reflect the truth of who you are and the life you want to create. Chapter 9, Meditation, a path to inner reprogramming. Quiet the mind, and the soul will speak. Majaya Sati Bhagavati. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools available for reprogramming the subconscious mind. By learning to quiet the mind and connect with your inner self, you can access the deeper layers of your subconscious and create lasting transformation. The practice of meditation allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment, creating the space to identify and release limiting beliefs. It also helps to calm the nervous system, reduce stress, and bring your body and mind into a state of harmony, making it easier to reprogram old patterns and cultivate new, empowering beliefs. Consider the story of Ravi, a software developer who struggled with stress and anxiety. Ravi's mind was constantly racing, filled with worries about work deadlines, financial obligations, and personal relationships. He felt overwhelmed and exhausted, as if he were on a never-ending treadmill with no way to step off. One day, Ravi decided to try meditation. At first, he found it difficult to sit still. His mind kept wandering, and the thoughts seemed to get louder rather than quieter. But Ravi persisted. He started with just 5 minutes a day, focusing on his breath and gently bringing his attention back whenever his mind wandered. Slowly, he began to notice a shift. The constant chatter of his mind began to quiet, and he experienced moments of stillness and clarity. Meditation became a refuge for Ravi, a time when he could step away from the chaos of his thoughts and connect with a deeper sense of peace. Through his meditation practice, Ravi also began to notice the negative thoughts and beliefs that were driving his anxiety. He realized that much of his stress was rooted in a fear of not being good enough, a belief that had been with him since childhood. Meditation allowed him to observe this belief without getting caught up in it. He began to question its validity, asking himself whether it was really true or whether it was just a story his mind had been telling him for years. By observing his thoughts without judgment, Ravi was able to create space between himself and his limiting beliefs, which allowed him to let them go and replace them with more empowering ones. The practice of meditation is not about trying to stop your thoughts or force your mind to be quiet. Instead, it's about creating a space of awareness where you can observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. When you meditate, you become the observer of your mind rather than the participant in its constant stream of chatter. This shift in perspective is powerful because it allows you to see your thoughts for what they are, just thoughts. They are not necessarily the truth, and they do not define who you are. By creating this space of awareness, you can begin to choose which thoughts to hold on to and which to release, and you can begin to reprogram your subconscious mind with thoughts that align with your highest potential. One of the most effective meditation techniques for reprogramming the subconscious mind is visualization meditation. In this practice, you combine the stillness of meditation with the power of visualization to create a vivid mental image of your desired outcome. To begin, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably without distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body and mind to relax. Once you feel calm, begin to visualize your desired outcome. Imagine yourself living the life you want, whether it's feeling confident, achieving your goals, or experiencing a sense of inner peace. Make the visualization as vivid as possible, engaging all of your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. The more detailed and emotionally charged the visualization, the more powerful its impact on your subconscious mind. Another powerful meditation technique for reprogramming the subconscious mind is mantra meditation. A mantra is a word or phrase that is repeated during meditation to help focus the mind and create a specific intention. For example, you might use a mantra like, "I am enough," "I am at peace," or "I am worthy of love." By repeating the mantra during meditation, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind, reinforcing the belief you want to cultivate. The repetition of the mantra helps to create new neural pathways in the brain, making it more likely that the new belief will take root and become your default way of thinking. Mindfulness meditation is another effective practice for reprogramming the subconscious mind. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, which allows you to recognize when you are falling into old patterns and make a conscious choice to respond differently. For example, if you notice that you are feeling anxious, instead of getting caught up in the anxious thoughts, you can take a moment to pause, breathe, and observe the emotion without judgment. By bringing awareness to the present moment, you create the space to choose a new response, rather than reacting automatically based on old subconscious programming. Consider the story of Maria, who struggled with feelings of unworthiness in her relationships. Through mindfulness meditation, Maria became more aware of the thoughts and emotions that were driving her behavior. She noticed that whenever she felt rejected or criticized, her mind would automatically go to thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve love." By practicing mindfulness, Maria was able to observe these thoughts without getting caught up in them. She began to recognize that these thoughts were not the truth. They were just old beliefs that had been programmed into her subconscious mind. Through meditation, Maria was able to create space between herself and her thoughts, which allowed her to choose a new, more empowering belief. "I am worthy of love and connection." Meditation is a powerful practice for accessing the deeper layers of the subconscious mind and creating lasting transformation. It allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment, to let go of the beliefs that no longer serve you, and to cultivate new, empowering beliefs that align with your highest potential. By quieting the mind and connecting with your inner self, you can create the space for true change to take root and flourish. As you continue on your journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, consider incorporating meditation into your daily routine. Even just a few minutes a day can make a significant difference. The key is consistency. Regular practice will help to reinforce the new beliefs you are creating and bring your body and mind into a state of harmony. Remember, the journey to transformation begins within. By quieting the mind, connecting with your inner self, and creating the space for new possibilities to emerge. In the next chapter, we will explore how to deal with resistance and self-sabotage. Those moments when your subconscious mind resists change and tries to keep you stuck in old patterns. By understanding the nature of resistance and learning how to navigate it, you can continue moving forward on your journey of transformation with courage and determination. Remember, the path to transformation is not always easy, but with the right tools and practices, it is always possible. Chapter 10: Dealing with Resistance and Self-Sabotage. Resistance is the enemy of greatness. Stephen Pressfield. As you embark on the journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, it's important to understand that resistance is a natural part of the process. Change can be uncomfortable, and the subconscious mind often resists anything that threatens its familiar patterns, even if those patterns are no longer serving you. Resistance and self-sabotage are common obstacles on the path to transformation, but by understanding their nature and learning how to navigate them, you can continue moving forward with courage and determination. Consider the story of Carla. Carla had always dreamed of starting her own business, but every time she took a step in that direction, she found herself procrastinating, making excuses, or feeling overwhelmed by fear. It was as if an invisible force was holding her back, keeping her from taking the leap. This invisible force was resistance, an internal barrier that arose whenever Carla tried to step out of her comfort zone. The fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, and the fear of not being good enough all contributed to this resistance, leading Carla to engage in self-sabotaging behaviors that kept her stuck in her current situation. Resistance often arises when we try to make significant changes in our lives. The subconscious mind is wired for survival, and it prefers familiarity and predictability. When you try to introduce new beliefs, habits, or behaviors, the subconscious mind may perceive them as a threat, triggering resistance in the form of fear, doubt, or self-sabotage. This resistance can manifest in many ways: procrastination, avoidance, negative self-talk, or even physical symptoms like fatigue or anxiety. The key to overcoming resistance is to recognize it for what it is: a protective mechanism that is trying to keep you safe, even if it's keeping you from your true potential. One of the most effective ways to deal with resistance is to approach it with compassion and curiosity. Instead of fighting against the resistance or criticizing yourself for feeling it, try to understand where it's coming from. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What is the worst that could happen if I move forward? By bringing awareness to the underlying fears that are driving the resistance, you can begin to address them and release their hold on you. For example, Carla realized that her fear of failure was rooted in a belief that she wasn't capable of running a successful business. Once she became aware of this belief, she was able to challenge it and replace it with a more empowering belief: I am capable, and I can learn as I go. Another powerful tool for dealing with resistance is to take small, manageable steps. Resistance often arises when we feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the change we are trying to make. By breaking your goal down into smaller, more achievable steps, you can reduce the sense of overwhelm and make it easier for your subconscious mind to accept the change. For example, instead of trying to launch her entire business at once, Carla decided to start by creating a business plan and reaching out to a mentor for guidance. By taking these smaller steps, she was able to build momentum and reduce the resistance she felt. Self-sabotage is another common form of resistance that can arise when you are trying to make positive changes in your life. Self-sabotage often stems from a fear of success or a belief that you are not worthy of achieving your goals. It can manifest in behaviors like procrastination, perfectionism, or engaging in habits that are counterproductive to your goals. The first step to overcoming self-sabotage is to become aware of the patterns and behaviors that are holding you back. Once you are aware of them, you can begin to challenge the underlying beliefs that are driving them and replace them with more empowering beliefs. Consider the story of Michael, who wanted to improve his health by exercising regularly. Every time he started a new workout routine, he found himself making excuses to skip workouts or losing motivation after a few weeks. Michael realized that his self-sabotaging behavior was rooted in a belief that he wasn't capable of sticking to a fitness routine. This belief had been reinforced by past experiences where he had given up on his goals. To overcome this belief, Michael decided to use affirmations like, "I am committed to my health, and I have the strength to follow through." He also set small, achievable goals for himself, such as working out for just 15 minutes a day. By taking consistent action and reinforcing his new belief, Michael was able to overcome his self-sabotaging behavior and build a sustainable fitness routine. It's also helpful to create a support system to help you navigate resistance and self-sabotage. Surround yourself with people who encourage and support your growth, and who can hold you accountable when you face challenges. Whether it's a friend, family member, coach, or support group, having someone to share your journey with can make a significant difference in overcoming resistance. They can provide perspective, encouragement, and a reminder of why you started on this journey in the first place. Another effective strategy for dealing with resistance is to visualize yourself moving through it. Close your eyes and imagine the resistance as a physical barrier, perhaps a wall or a heavy door. Then, visualize yourself finding a way through it, climbing over the wall, pushing the door open, or even dissolving it with your determination. See yourself on the other side, feeling a sense of accomplishment and freedom. By visualizing yourself overcoming the resistance, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind that you are capable of moving forward, no matter what obstacles arise. Dealing with resistance and self-sabotage is an essential part of the journey to reprogramming your subconscious mind. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to face your fears and limiting beliefs head-on. Remember that resistance is not a sign that you are failing. It's a sign that you are growing. Every time you face resistance and choose to move forward anyway, you are creating new neural pathways in your brain and reinforcing the belief that you are capable of change. As you continue on your journey of transformation, remember that the path is not always linear. There will be moments of progress and moments of setback, but each step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward the life you want to create. By understanding the nature of resistance and learning how to navigate it, you can continue moving forward with courage and determination, even when the path feels challenging. In the next chapter, we will explore the influence of your environment on your subconscious mind. The people, places, and experiences that surround you have a profound impact on your beliefs and behaviors. By creating a positive and supportive environment, you can reinforce the changes you are making within yourself and continue to grow and thrive. Remember, the journey to transformation is not just about changing your thoughts. It's about changing the world around you to support your highest potential. Chapter 11. The Influence of Environment on the Subconscious. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Oprah Winfrey. The environment you live in plays a crucial role in shaping your subconscious mind. Your surroundings, the people you interact with, the places you spend time in, the media you consume, all have a powerful influence on your beliefs, behaviors, and overall sense of self. Just as a plant needs the right environment to grow and flourish, you need a positive and supportive environment to nurture your growth and transformation. In this chapter, we will explore how your environment impacts your subconscious mind and how you can create an environment that supports your highest potential. Consider the story of Sophie. Sophie was a talented artist with a passion for painting, but she found herself constantly doubting her abilities. She was surrounded by people who were skeptical of her dream of becoming a professional artist. Her friends and family often dismissed her art as a hobby, telling her she should focus on getting a real job, that would provide financial stability. Over time, Sophie began to internalize these messages, and her self-doubt grew stronger. She started to believe that her art wasn't good enough and that her dream was unrealistic. It wasn't until Sophie joined an art community, filled with supportive and like-minded individuals, that her perspective began to change. The encouragement and positivity of her new environment helped her regain her confidence and believe in her abilities. Surrounded by people who understood and valued her passion, Sophie began to flourish, and her art reached new heights. Your environment has the power to either uplift or limit you. The people you surround yourself with can either support your growth or hold you back. Negative influences, whether they come from friends, family, colleagues, or even the media, can reinforce limiting beliefs and keep you stuck in old patterns. On the other hand, positive influences can inspire you, encourage you, and help you see new possibilities. The key to reprogramming your subconscious mind is to consciously choose an environment that aligns with your goals and values, one that reinforces the positive changes you are making within yourself. One of the most powerful ways to create a positive environment is to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out individuals who share your values, who believe in your potential, and who are on a similar path of growth and transformation. These people can provide encouragement, hold you accountable, and remind you of your goals when you face challenges. Whether it's joining a community group, attending workshops, or connecting with like-minded individuals online, finding a supportive community can make a significant difference in your journey of transformation. It's also important to set boundaries with people who drain your energy or reinforce negative beliefs. This doesn't mean you need to cut people out of your life completely, but it does mean being mindful of how much time and energy you invest in relationships that are not supportive of your growth. If there are people in your life who are consistently negative or dismissive of your goals, consider limiting your interactions with them or finding ways to protect your energy when you are around them. Remember, your well-being and growth are worth prioritizing, and it's okay to set boundaries that support your highest potential. The physical environment you spend time in also plays a role in shaping your subconscious mind. The spaces you inhabit, your home, your workspace, and even the places you visit regularly, can influence your mood, energy, and mindset. Consider creating a space that feels positive and inspiring to you. This might mean decluttering your home, adding elements that bring you joy, like plants, artwork, or meaningful objects, or creating a dedicated space for practices like meditation, journaling, or creative work. By creating an environment that feels peaceful and uplifting, you can reinforce the positive changes you are making within yourself. Another aspect of your environment to consider is the media you consume. The information you take in, whether it's through social media, news, books, or entertainment, has a direct impact on your subconscious mind. Negative news, toxic social media feeds, and content that reinforces limiting beliefs can keep you stuck in old patterns of fear and doubt. On the other hand, consuming positive, uplifting, and educational content can inspire you, expand your perspective, and reinforce the beliefs you want to cultivate. Be mindful of what you are feeding your mind and make a conscious choice to consume content that supports your growth and well-being. Consider the story of Daniel, who struggled with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Daniel spent hours each day scrolling through social media, comparing himself to others and feeling like he was falling short. The constant exposure to carefully curated images of other people's seemingly perfect lives left him feeling inadequate and discouraged. One day, Daniel decided to take a break from social media and focus on consuming content that inspired him. He started reading books on personal growth, listening to motivational podcasts, and watching documentaries that expanded his understanding of the world. Over time, Daniel noticed a shift in his mindset. He felt more confident, more inspired, and more connected to his own journey, rather than comparing himself to others. By changing the media he consumed, Daniel was able to create a more positive and supportive mental environment. Your environment is a powerful force that shapes your subconscious mind, and by consciously choosing an environment that supports your growth, you can reinforce the positive changes you are making within yourself. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, create physical spaces that inspire you, and consume media that expands your mind and nourishes your spirit. Remember, you have the power to create an environment that aligns with your highest potential, one that helps you grow, thrive, and become the person you are meant to be. As you continue on your journey of reprogramming your subconscious mind, Take a moment to reflect on your current environment. What changes can you make to create a more positive and supportive environment for yourself? Whether it's connecting with like-minded individuals, setting boundaries with negative influences, or creating a peaceful space in your home, every small change can have a significant impact on your growth and transformation. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of repetition and consistency in reprogramming the subconscious mind. Lasting change requires consistent effort, and by understanding the power of repetition, you can create new beliefs and habits that support your goals and bring your vision to life. Remember, the journey to transformation is not just about changing your thoughts. It's about creating an environment that nurtures your growth and supports your highest potential. Chapter 12. Reprogramming through repetition and consistency. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Latin proverb. The key to creating lasting change in your life lies in the power of repetition and consistency. Reprogramming the subconscious mind is not a one-time event. It is a process that requires continuous effort and dedication. Just as a new skill is learned through practice and repetition, new beliefs and habits are formed by consistently reinforcing them over time. In this chapter, we will explore why repetition is so important in reprogramming the subconscious mind, and how you can use consistency to create new beliefs and habits that align with your goals and vision. Imagine your subconscious mind as a garden, with your beliefs and habits as the plants that grow within it. If you want to change the garden, you need to consistently plant new seeds, water them, and nurture them until they take root and grow. Repetition is the process of planting those seeds over and over again, until they become deeply ingrained in your subconscious mind. By consistently repeating positive affirmations, visualizing your goals, and practicing new behaviors, you can create new neural pathways in the brain that support your desired changes. Consider the story of Ben, who struggled with low self-confidence. Ben had always been self-critical, and his inner dialogue was filled with negative thoughts like, "I'm not good enough, and I'll never succeed." These thoughts had become deeply embedded in his subconscious mind, shaping his beliefs about himself. One day, Ben decided to make a change. He started using positive affirmations every morning, standing in front of the mirror and repeating statements like, "I am confident, I am worthy of success, and I believe in myself." At first, the affirmations felt unnatural, and Ben struggled to believe them. But he committed to repeating them every day, even when he didn't fully believe in them. Over time, Ben noticed a shift. The more he repeated the affirmations, the more they began to feel true, and his confidence started to grow. By consistently reinforcing the new beliefs, Ben was able to reprogram his subconscious mind and create a new sense of self-worth. Repetition works by creating new neural connections in the brain. When you repeat a thought, behavior, or belief over and over again, the neurons in your brain begin to form stronger connections, making it easier for that thought, behavior, or belief to become automatic. This is why habits, whether positive or negative, become ingrained over time. The more you repeat a behavior, the stronger the neural pathways become, and the more likely it is that the behavior will become second nature. By consciously choosing what you want to repeat, you have the power to create new habits and beliefs that support your growth and well-being. Another powerful aspect of repetition is its ability to override old, limiting beliefs. Your subconscious mind holds on to beliefs that have been repeated and reinforced over time, even if those beliefs are no longer serving you. By consistently repeating new, empowering beliefs, you can gradually replace the old beliefs with new ones. For example, if you have a belief that you are not capable of achieving your goals, you can begin to replace it with a new belief, such as, "I am capable and I have everything I need to succeed." The more you repeat the new belief, the more it will take root in your subconscious mind, eventually overriding the old, limiting belief. Consistency is also crucial when it comes to creating new habits. Habits are formed through repetition, and the more consistently you practice a new behavior, the more likely it is to become a part of your routine. For example, if you want to create a habit of exercising regularly, it's important to set a consistent schedule and stick to it. Even if you don't feel motivated, showing up and doing the workout, even if it's just for a few minutes, helps to reinforce the habit and make it more automatic over time. The same principle applies to any new habit you want to create, whether it's meditating, journaling, practicing gratitude, or working on a personal project. The key is to show up consistently, even when it feels difficult or uncomfortable. Consider the story of Emma, who wanted to create a daily meditation practice. Emma had heard about the benefits of meditation for reprogramming the subconscious mind, but she struggled to make it a consistent habit. She would meditate for a few days and then skip a week, feeling discouraged when she didn't see immediate results. One day, Emma decided to take a different approach. She committed to meditating for just 5 minutes a day, every day, no matter what. By setting a small, achievable goal, Emma was able to stay consistent, even on days when she felt busy or unmotivated. Over time, her 5-minute meditation practice grew into a deeper, more meaningful practice, and she began to notice the benefits: greater clarity, reduced stress, and a deeper connection with herself. By staying consistent, Emma was able to create a habit that supported her growth and transformation. It's also important to be patient with yourself during the process of reprogramming the subconscious mind. Lasting change takes time, and it's normal to experience setbacks along the way. There may be days when you don't feel motivated, when old habits resurface, or when you question whether the changes you're making are working. During these times, it's important to remind yourself that transformation is a journey, not a destination. Every time you repeat a positive affirmation, visualize your goals, or practice a new behavior, you are taking a step toward reprogramming your subconscious mind. Even small, consistent actions can lead to significant changes over time. Another helpful strategy for staying consistent is to track your progress. Keeping a journal or a habit tracker can help you stay accountable and provide a visual reminder of the progress you're making. For example, you might create a habit tracker where you mark off each day that you practice your affirmations, meditate, or work on a personal goal. Seeing your progress can be motivating and can help you stay committed to your journey of transformation. Repetition and consistency are the keys to reprogramming your subconscious mind and creating the life you desire. By consistently repeating positive affirmations, visualizing your goals, and practicing new behaviors, you can create new neural pathways that support your growth and well-being. Remember that change takes time, and it's the small, consistent actions that lead to lasting transformation. Be patient with yourself, stay committed to your journey, and trust that every step you take is bringing you closer to the life you want to create. In the next chapter, we will explore how to live in alignment with your new beliefs and bring your reprogrammed subconscious mind into your daily life. By taking action that aligns with your new beliefs, you can reinforce the changes you've made and continue to grow and thrive. Remember, the journey to transformation is not just about changing your thoughts. It's about consistently taking action that supports your highest potential. Chapter 13. Living in alignment with your reprogrammed subconscious. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. William James. Once you have reprogrammed your subconscious mind with new beliefs and habits, the next step is to bring those beliefs into your daily life by living in alignment with them. Living in alignment means taking actions that are consistent with your new beliefs, making choices that reflect your goals and values, and embodying the person you want to become. It is about creating a life that matches the positive changes you have made within yourself. In this chapter, we will explore how to live in alignment with your reprogrammed subconscious mind and take action that supports your growth and transformation. Consider the story of Lily, who struggled with feelings of unworthiness for many years. Through consistent repetition of positive affirmations and meditation, Lily began to change her subconscious beliefs and started to see herself as worthy of love and success. However, she realized that to fully embrace her new belief, she needed to make changes in her daily life. Lily began to set boundaries with people who treated her poorly. She started saying yes to opportunities that excited her, and she made self-care a priority. These actions were a reflection of her new belief that she was worthy, and by living in alignment with that belief, she reinforced it even further. Living in alignment with your new beliefs requires taking action that supports your highest potential. If you have reprogrammed your subconscious mind to believe that you are capable of achieving your goals, then it's important to take steps toward those goals, even if they feel challenging or outside of your comfort zone. The actions you take are a signal to your subconscious mind that you are serious about your growth, and they help to solidify the new beliefs you have created. For example, if your new belief is "I am confident and capable," then living in alignment with that belief might mean speaking up in meetings at work, pursuing a leadership role, or taking on a project that challenges you. Each action you take reinforces the belief and makes it stronger. Another important aspect of living in alignment is making choices that reflect your values and the vision you have for your life. Your subconscious mind is constantly influenced by the choices you make, and by choosing actions that align with your goals and values, you send a powerful message to yourself that you are committed to your growth. For example, if one of your values is health and well-being, then making choices that support that value, such as eating nutritious foods, exercising regularly, and getting enough rest, helps to reinforce the belief that you are worthy of a healthy and vibrant life. By living in alignment with your values, you create a sense of integrity and congruence that supports your overall well-being. It's also important to be mindful of the language you use when talking to yourself and others. The words you speak have the power to shape your reality, and by using language that aligns with your new beliefs, you reinforce those beliefs in your subconscious mind. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," try saying, "I'm learning and I'm getting better every day." Instead of saying, "I can't," say, "I'm capable and I'm finding a way." The words you use are a reflection of your beliefs, and by choosing language that is empowering and supportive, you can continue to reinforce the positive changes you have made within yourself. Consider the story of James, who reprogrammed his subconscious mind to believe that he was capable of financial success. To live in alignment with this new belief, James began to take actions that reflected his commitment to financial growth. He created a budget, started saving and investing, and took on new opportunities at work that allowed him to increase his income. He also changed the way he talked about money, replacing phrases like, "I'm always broke" with, "I'm creating financial abundance." By taking actions that aligned with his new belief, James not only reinforced it, but also began to see tangible results in his financial situation. Living in alignment with his reprogrammed subconscious mind allowed James to create the financial success he had always desired. Living in alignment also means being willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Growth and transformation often require taking actions that feel uncomfortable or unfamiliar. Your subconscious mind may resist change, especially if it involves stepping into the unknown, but by taking courageous action, you show yourself that you are capable of more than you once believed. Each time you step outside of your comfort zone, you expand your sense of what is possible, and you reinforce the new beliefs you have created. For example, if your new belief is, "I am deserving of love and connection," living in alignment with that belief might mean being vulnerable, opening up to others, and allowing yourself to be seen. These actions may feel uncomfortable at first, but they are a powerful way to reinforce your new belief and create the life you desire. It's also important to celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledging and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, helps to reinforce the positive changes you are making and creates a sense of momentum. Celebrating your progress sends a message to your subconscious mind that you are proud of yourself and that you are moving in the right direction. Whether it's treating yourself to something you enjoy, sharing your achievements with a friend, or simply taking a moment to reflect on how far you've come, celebrating your progress is an important part of living in alignment with your reprogrammed subconscious mind. Living in alignment with your reprogrammed subconscious mind is about more than just thinking positive thoughts. It's about embodying those thoughts in your actions, choices, and behaviors. It's about creating a life that reflects the person you want to become and taking actions that support your highest potential. By living in alignment with your new beliefs, you reinforce the changes you have made within yourself and continue to grow and thrive. As you continue on your journey of transformation, take a moment to reflect on how you can live in alignment with your reprogrammed subconscious mind. What actions can you take that reflect your new beliefs? What choices can you make that align with your values and goals? Remember, the journey to transformation is not just about changing your thoughts. It's about taking action that supports your growth and creating a life that reflects your highest potential. In the next chapter, we will explore how to maintain the changes you have made and continue growing over the long term. Transformation is an ongoing journey, and by staying committed to your growth and nurturing your new beliefs, you can create a life that is truly aligned with who you are meant to be. Remember, the power to create the life you desire lies within you. Keep taking action, keep believing in yourself, and keep moving forward. Chapter 14: Maintaining Change and Continuing Growth. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. Transformation is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey of growth and evolution. Once you have reprogrammed your subconscious mind and started living in alignment with your new beliefs, the next step is to maintain the changes you have made and continue growing over the long term. Maintaining change requires consistency, perseverance, and a commitment to nurturing your new beliefs and habits, even when faced with challenges or setbacks. In this chapter, we will explore strategies for maintaining the positive changes you have made and continuing to grow and thrive. Consider the story of Daniel, who had successfully reprogrammed his subconscious mind to believe that he was worthy of success and capable of achieving his goals. Daniel had started a new business, and for the first few months, everything was going well. He was motivated, focused, and seeing positive results. However, as time went on, Daniel faced unexpected challenges. Sales slowed down, and he began to doubt himself. The old, limiting beliefs started to resurface, and Daniel found himself feeling discouraged and questioning whether he was truly capable of running a successful business. This is a common experience. When faced with challenges, it's natural for old beliefs and patterns to try to reassert themselves. The key to maintaining change is to stay committed to your new beliefs, even in the face of adversity. One of the most important strategies for maintaining change is to continue practicing the habits that helped you reprogram your subconscious mind in the first place. Positive affirmations, visualization, meditation, and mindfulness are powerful tools that can help you stay connected to your new beliefs and reinforce them over time. Even when things are going well, it's important to keep practicing these habits to ensure that your new beliefs remain deeply ingrained in your subconscious mind. For Daniel, this meant continuing to repeat affirmations like, "I am capable of overcoming challenges," and visualizing his business thriving, even during difficult times. By staying consistent with these practices, Daniel was able to regain his confidence and continue moving forward. Another important aspect of maintaining change is to stay adaptable and open to growth. The journey of transformation is not linear. There will be ups and downs, successes and setbacks. It's important to remember that setbacks are a natural part of the growth process and do not mean that you have failed. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, try to view them as opportunities for learning and growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this challenge to become stronger and more resilient? By approaching challenges with a growth mindset, you can continue to evolve and strengthen your new beliefs, even in the face of adversity. Consider the story of Maria, who had reprogrammed her subconscious mind to believe that she was deserving of love and connection. Maria had started a new relationship, and things were going well. However, when she and her partner had their first disagreement, Maria found herself feeling anxious and fearful that the relationship would end. Her old belief that she was unworthy of love began to resurface, and she felt tempted to withdraw emotionally. Instead of giving in to her old patterns, Maria chose to approach the situation with her new belief in mind. She communicated openly with her partner, expressed her feelings, and allowed herself to be vulnerable. By taking action that aligned with her new belief, Maria was able to strengthen her sense of self-worth and deepen her connection with her partner. This experience reminded her that maintaining change requires continuous effort and a willingness to face challenges head-on. It's also helpful to set goals that align with your new beliefs and values. Setting goals gives you a sense of direction and purpose, and it helps you stay focused on your growth journey. When setting goals, make sure they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound smart. For example, if your new belief is, "I am capable of achieving my dreams," you might set a goal to learn a new skill, start a creative project, or take on a leadership role at work. By setting and working toward meaningful goals, you reinforce your new beliefs and create a sense of momentum that supports your continued growth. Another powerful strategy for maintaining change is to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can have a significant impact on your beliefs, behaviors, and overall mindset. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, who support your growth, and who encourage you to be your best self. Having a supportive community can provide you with the motivation and encouragement you need to stay committed to your journey, especially during challenging times. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or a support group, connecting with like-minded individuals can help you maintain the positive changes you have made and continue growing. It's also important to practice self-compassion along the way. Maintaining change is not always easy, and there will be times when you slip back into old habits or struggle to stay consistent. During these times, It's important to be kind to yourself and remember that transformation is an ongoing process. Instead of criticizing yourself for setbacks, acknowledge your progress and remind yourself that growth takes time. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and use setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. By practicing self-compassion, you create a supportive internal environment that allows you to continue moving forward, even when the journey feels challenging. Consider keeping a journal to track your progress and reflect on your growth journey. Journaling can be a powerful tool for maintaining change, as it allows you to document your experiences, celebrate your successes, and process your challenges. Take time to write about the positive changes you have made, the actions you have taken that align with your new beliefs, and the lessons you have learned along the way. Reflecting on your journey can help you stay motivated and remind you of how far you have come. Maintaining change and continuing growth requires consistency, adaptability, and a commitment to nurturing your new beliefs and habits. By staying consistent with the practices that support your growth, setting meaningful goals, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and practicing self-compassion, you can continue to thrive and create a life that is aligned with your highest potential. Remember that transformation is an ongoing journey, and every step you take brings you closer to the life you desire. As you continue on your journey of transformation, take a moment to reflect on the changes you have made and the progress you have achieved. What habits can you continue practicing to reinforce your new beliefs? What goals can you set to support your growth? Remember, the power to create the life you desire lies within you. Stay committed, stay consistent, and keep moving forward. In the next chapter, we will explore how to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and abundance, and how these powerful emotions can further support your journey of transformation. Gratitude and abundance are key elements in creating a fulfilling and meaningful life, and by embracing these emotions, you can continue to grow, thrive, and live in alignment with your highest potential. Chapter 15. Cultivating a mindset of gratitude and abundance. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Aesop. Gratitude and abundance are powerful emotions that have the ability to transform your perspective and shape your reality. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, you can shift your focus from what is lacking to what is present in your life, and by embracing abundance, you can create a sense of limitless possibility and growth. These emotions not only bring a sense of fulfillment and peace, but also support the process of reprogramming your subconscious mind, reinforcing the positive changes you have made, and helping you continue growing and thriving. In this chapter, we will explore how to cultivate gratitude and abundance, and how these emotions can further support your journey of transformation. Consider the story of Maya, who had spent years feeling like she was always falling short, never having enough time, money, or success. Her focus was constantly on what was missing from her life, which left her feeling stressed, anxious, and dissatisfied. One day, Maya decided to start a gratitude journal. Each night before bed, she would write down 3 things she was grateful for that day, no matter how small. At first, it felt challenging. She was so used to focusing on what was wrong that it took effort to shift her perspective. But over time, Maya began to notice a change. The more she focused on what she was grateful for, the more she began to appreciate the abundance in her life. She realized that she had supportive friends, a warm home, and opportunities to grow. By cultivating gratitude, Maya experienced a profound shift in her mindset, from one of lack to one of abundance. Gratitude is a powerful tool for reprogramming the subconscious mind because it helps to redirect your focus from what you lack to what you already have. The subconscious mind responds to what you focus on, and by consistently focusing on the positive aspects of your life, you create a sense of abundance and contentment. Gratitude also helps to reinforce new beliefs by creating positive emotions that support your growth. When you express gratitude, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which create a sense of well-being and reinforce the positive changes you are making. By making gratitude a daily practice, you can create a positive and supportive internal environment that nurtures your growth and transformation. One of the most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. They can be big or small, anything from a meaningful conversation with a friend to the warmth of the sun on your face. The key is to really feel the emotion of gratitude as you write. The more you engage with the feeling, the more powerful its impact on your subconscious mind. Over time, This practice will help to shift your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, creating a sense of fulfillment and contentment. Another powerful way to cultivate gratitude is through meditation. Gratitude meditation involves focusing your attention on the things you are grateful for and allowing yourself to fully experience the emotion of gratitude. Find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Begin by bringing to mind something you are grateful for, perhaps a loved one, a meaningful experience, or even the simple fact that you are alive. As you focus on this, allow the feeling of gratitude to expand within you. Imagine it spreading throughout your body, filling you with warmth and light. By practicing gratitude meditation regularly, you can create a deep sense of appreciation and well-being that supports your growth and transformation. Embracing abundance is another powerful way to support your journey of transformation. An abundance mindset is the belief that there is more than enough opportunities, love, success, and resources to go around. It is the belief that life is full of possibilities and that you are deserving of all the good that life has to offer. When you cultivate an abundance mindset, you create a sense of openness and receptivity that allows you to attract positive experiences and opportunities. Consider the story of Sam, who had always struggled with a scarcity mindset. He believed that there were limited opportunities for success and that he had to compete with others to get ahead. This belief created a sense of fear and competition that held him back from pursuing his dreams. One day, Sam decided to change his perspective. He began to practice affirmations like, "There is more than enough for everyone," and "I am open to receiving abundance in all areas of my life." He also started to celebrate the success of others, recognizing that their success did not take away from his own potential. Over time, Sam noticed a shift in his mindset. He began to see opportunities where he once saw limitations, and he felt a sense of freedom and possibility that he had never experienced before. By embracing abundance, Sam was able to create a life that was filled with growth and opportunity. To cultivate an abundance mindset, start by challenging any thoughts of scarcity that arise. When you find yourself thinking, "There's not enough," or "I'm not enough," take a moment to pause and reframe the thought. Remind yourself that there is more than enough to go around and that you are deserving of all the good that life has to offer. Practice affirmations that reinforce abundance, such as, "I am worthy of abundance," "I attract positive opportunities," and "life is full of endless possibilities." The more you reinforce these beliefs, the more they will become ingrained in your subconscious mind, creating a sense of openness and possibility. Another powerful practice for cultivating abundance is visualization. Take time each day to visualize yourself living a life of abundance. Whether it's financial abundance, emotional abundance, or abundance in relationships. Imagine yourself experiencing all the good that life has to offer, and allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with that experience. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more powerful the impact on your subconscious mind. Visualization helps to create a sense of abundance and reinforces the belief that you are deserving of all the good that life has to offer. Cultivating a mindset of gratitude and abundance is a powerful way to support your journey of transformation. By focusing on what you are grateful for and embracing the belief that there is more than enough, you create a positive and supportive internal environment that nurtures your growth. Gratitude and abundance are key elements in creating a fulfilling and meaningful life, and by embracing these emotions, you can continue to grow, thrive, and live in alignment with your highest potential. As you continue on your journey, take a moment each day to reflect on what you are grateful for and to embrace the abundance that is already present in your life. Remember, the power to create the life you desire lies within you. By cultivating gratitude and abundance, you can create a life that is truly aligned with who you are meant to be. In the next chapter, we will explore how to deepen your connection with your intuition and use it as a guide for your journey of growth and transformation. Intuition is a powerful tool that can help you navigate life's challenges and make choices that align with your highest potential. By learning to trust and follow your intuition, you can continue to grow and evolve on your journey of transformation. Chapter 16. Deepening your connection with intuition. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. Albert Einstein. Intuition is a powerful inner guidance system that can help you navigate life's challenges, make aligned decisions, and stay connected to your highest potential. It is the quiet, inner voice that speaks to you from a place of wisdom beyond the logical mind. By learning to trust and follow your intuition, you can deepen your connection with your true self, make choices that support your growth, and continue to evolve on your journey of transformation. In this chapter, we will explore how to deepen your connection with your intuition, how to recognize its voice, and how to use it as a guide for your life. Consider the story of Anna, who had always struggled with making decisions. She often found herself overthinking, weighing the pros and cons, and feeling paralyzed by fear of making the wrong choice. This indecision left her feeling frustrated and disconnected from herself. One day, Anna decided to try a different approach. She decided to listen to her intuition, something she had always ignored in favor of logical analysis. She started by practicing small decisions, like choosing what to eat for dinner or what route to take to work. Instead of overthinking, she closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and asked herself, "What feels right?" The more Anna practiced listening to her intuition, the more she began to trust it. She realized that her intuition was always there, quietly guiding her, and that when she followed it, she felt a sense of peace and alignment. Over time, Anna began to use her intuition to make bigger decisions, like changing careers and moving to a new city. By trusting her intuition, Anna was able to create a life that felt truly aligned with who she was meant to be. The first step to deepening your connection with your intuition is to create space for stillness and quiet. Intuition often speaks in whispers, and it can be difficult to hear its guidance when your mind is filled with noise and distractions. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and spending time in nature can help you quiet the mind and create space for your intuition to come through. Find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Allow your mind to settle and simply listen. You may not hear anything right away, and that's okay. The more you practice creating space for stillness, the more you will begin to recognize the quiet voice of your intuition. Another powerful way to deepen your connection with your intuition is to pay attention to your body. Intuition often communicates through physical sensations, sometimes called gut feelings. You may feel a sense of warmth, lightness, or excitement when something is right for you, or a sense of heaviness, tightness, or discomfort when something is not. The body is a powerful source of wisdom, and by tuning in to the physical sensations you experience, you can gain valuable insight into what your intuition is trying to tell you. For example, if you are faced with a decision and you feel a sense of tightness or unease in your body, it may be a sign that the decision is not aligned with your true self. On the other hand, if you feel a sense of lightness or excitement, it may be a sign that the decision is right for you. Consider the story of David, who was offered a promotion at work. On paper, the promotion seemed like a great opportunity. It came with a higher salary and more responsibility. However, every time David thought about accepting the promotion, he felt a sense of heaviness in his chest and a knot in his stomach. He couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. David decided to listen to his body and take some time to reflect. He realized that while the promotion offered financial benefits, it would also require him to work long hours and spend less time with his family, something that was very important to him. By listening to his intuition and the signals from his body, David made the difficult decision to turn down the promotion. Instead, he focused on finding ways to grow in his current role while maintaining a healthy work-life balance. By trusting his intuition, David was able to make a decision that was aligned with his values and well-being. Journaling is another powerful tool for connecting with your intuition. Set aside time each day to write down your thoughts, feelings, and any insights that come to you. As you write, allow yourself to be open and honest, without censoring or overthinking. You may find that your intuition comes through more clearly when you put your thoughts on paper. You can also use journaling to ask your intuition for guidance. Write down a question you are struggling with, and then allow yourself to write whatever comes to mind, without judgment. You may be surprised at the insights that emerge when you give your intuition a voice. It's also important to practice trusting your intuition, even when it doesn't seem logical. Intuition often defies logic, and it may lead you in directions that don't make sense to your rational mind. However, the more you practice trusting your intuition, the stronger your connection with it will become. Start by following your intuition in small ways, like choosing what to eat, what to wear, or which book to read. Notice how you feel when you follow your intuition, and notice how things unfold. The more you trust your intuition, the more you will begin to see how it guides you in the right direction, even when you can't see the full picture. Consider the story of Sarah, who had always wanted to start her own business but was afraid of leaving the security of her job. One day, while meditating, Sarah had a strong feeling that it was time to take the leap. It didn't make logical sense. She didn't have a detailed business plan, and she wasn't sure how she would make ends meet. But the feeling was so strong that she decided to trust it. Sarah took the leap and started her own business. And while there were challenges along the way, she found that doors began to open for her in unexpected ways. Opportunities came to her that she could never have planned for, and she realized that by trusting her intuition, she was being guided toward a path that was truly aligned with her purpose. Deepening your connection with your intuition requires practice, patience, and trust. It's about creating space for stillness, listening to your body, journaling your insights, and being willing to follow your inner guidance, even when it doesn't seem logical. Intuition is a powerful tool that can help you navigate life's challenges, make decisions that align with your highest potential, and create a life that feels truly fulfilling and meaningful. As you continue on your journey of transformation, take time each day to connect with your intuition. Create space for stillness, listen to your body, and trust the guidance that comes from within. Remember, the power to create the life you desire lies within you, and your intuition is there to guide you every step of the way. In the next chapter, we will explore how to create a vision for your future and use that vision to guide your journey of growth and transformation. By creating a clear and inspiring vision for your life, you can stay focused on your goals, stay motivated, and continue to grow and thrive on your journey. Chapter 17. Creating a Vision for Your Future. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. A clear and inspiring vision is a powerful tool that can guide your journey of growth and transformation. Your vision is a representation of the life you want to create, a life that reflects your values, desires, and highest potential. By creating a vision for your future, you can stay focused on your goals, stay motivated, and take inspired action toward the life you truly desire. In this chapter, we will explore how to create a vision for your future, how to make it meaningful, and how to use it as a compass to guide your journey. Consider the story of Emma, who felt stuck in her career and unsure of what direction to take next. She knew she wanted more out of life, but she wasn't sure what that looked like. Emma decided to take some time to reflect on what she truly wanted for her future. She asked herself questions like, what does a fulfilling life look like for me? And what brings me joy and fulfillment? Emma began to visualize her ideal life in vivid detail. She imagined herself working in a creative field, living in a home that brought her peace, and spending her time with people who uplifted and inspired her. She wrote down her vision, including specific details about her career, relationships, health, and personal growth. The more Emma connected with her vision, the more she felt a sense of clarity and purpose. She used her vision as a guide, taking small steps each day to move closer to the life she imagined. Over time, Emma began to see her vision come to life, and she realized that by creating a clear vision for her future, she had given herself the direction and motivation she needed to make it a reality. The first step to creating a vision for your future is to take time for deep reflection. Ask yourself questions that help you uncover what you truly want in life. Consider areas like your career, relationships, health, personal growth, and lifestyle. What do you want to experience? What kind of person do you want to become? What values do you want to live by? The more deeply you reflect on these questions, the clearer your vision will become. Allow yourself to dream big. Don't limit yourself by what seems realistic or possible. Your vision is about what you truly desire, not about what others expect of you or what you think you should do. Once you have a clear idea of what you want for your future, take time to write it down. Writing your vision helps to solidify it in your mind and make it feel more real. Be as specific as possible. Describe what your ideal day looks like, how you feel, who you spend your time with, and what you are doing. The more vivid and detailed your vision, the more powerful it will be. For example, instead of writing, I want to be successful, describe what success looks like for you. I am running a successful creative business that allows me to express my passion and make a positive impact on others. I work with clients who inspire me, and I have the freedom to create my own schedule. The more specific you are, the more clearly you can see your vision, and the more motivated you will be to make it a reality. Visualization is a powerful tool for bringing your vision to life. Once you have written down your vision, take time each day to visualize it as if it is already happening. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living the life you desire. See the details, feel the emotions, and engage all of your senses. Imagine what it feels like to wake up each day excited about your work, to be surrounded by people who uplift you, to feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment. The more vividly you can visualize your vision, the more real it will feel, and the more motivated you will be to take action to make it a reality. Visualization helps to program your subconscious mind with your desired outcomes, making it more likely that you will take the actions needed to bring your vision to life. Consider the story of Alex, who wanted to improve his health and well-being. Alex created a vision for his future where he felt strong, energized, and confident in his body. He visualized himself exercising regularly, eating nourishing foods, and feeling a sense of vitality. Each day, Alex spent a few minutes visualizing his ideal future, and he used his vision as motivation to take action. He started going for daily walks, making healthier food choices, and practicing self-care. Over time, Alex began to see his vision come to life. He felt stronger, healthier, and more confident. By creating a clear vision for his future and using it as a guide, Alex was able to make positive changes that aligned with his highest potential. In addition to visualizing your vision, it's important to take inspired action. A vision is powerful, but it's the actions you take that bring it to life. Break your vision down into smaller, actionable steps and set goals that align with your vision. For example, if your vision is to start your own business, your actionable steps might include researching your industry, creating a business plan, and reaching out to potential clients. Take consistent action, even if it's just a small step each day. The more you take action that aligns with your vision, the more momentum you will create, and the closer you will be to making your vision a reality. It's also important to revisit your vision regularly. Life is constantly changing, and your vision may evolve over time. Set aside time each month or each year to reflect on your vision and make any adjustments that feel right. Are there new desires that have emerged? Are there parts of your vision that no longer resonate with you? By regularly revisiting and refining your vision, you can ensure that it continues to align with your true self and your highest potential. Creating a vision for your future is a powerful way to guide your journey of growth and transformation. It gives you a sense of direction, purpose, and motivation, and it helps you stay focused on what truly matters to you. By taking time to reflect on what you truly want, writing down your vision, visualizing it daily, and taking inspired action, you can bring your vision to life and create a future that aligns with your highest potential. As you continue on your journey, take time to create a vision for your future, one that excites and inspires you. Use your vision as a compass to guide your actions and decisions, and trust that with each step you take, you are moving closer to the life you desire. Remember, the power to create your future lies within you, and by creating a clear and inspiring vision, you can continue to grow, thrive, and live in alignment with who you are meant to be. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of resilience and how to cultivate it as you navigate the ups and downs of life. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges and stay committed to your vision, even when the path feels difficult. By cultivating resilience, you can continue to grow and thrive, no matter what life brings your way. Chapter 18: Cultivating Resilience. Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Nelson Mandela. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges, adapt to change, and keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. It is the inner strength that allows you to persevere when the path gets difficult and to stay committed to your vision, no matter the obstacles you encounter. Cultivating resilience is essential for your journey of growth and transformation because life is full of ups and downs, and setbacks are inevitable. By developing resilience, you can navigate the challenges of life with grace, learn from your experiences, and continue to grow and thrive. In this chapter, we will explore what resilience is, why it is important, and how to cultivate it in your life. Consider the story of Marcus, who faced a series of setbacks in his career. He was laid off from his job, struggled to find new opportunities, and felt a deep sense of failure. Marcus could have given up, but instead, he chose to view his situation as an opportunity for growth. He took time to reflect on what he truly wanted, and he decided to pursue a new career path that aligned with his passion for helping others. Marcus faced many challenges along the way: financial difficulties, self-doubt, and the uncertainty of starting over, but he remained committed to his vision. He learned to adapt, to be patient with himself, and to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Over time, Marcus built a successful career that brought him fulfillment and joy. His journey was not easy, but it was his resilience that allowed him to overcome the setbacks and create a life that aligned with his highest potential. One of the key components of resilience is mindset. A growth mindset, the belief that challenges are opportunities for growth and that abilities can be developed through effort, is essential for building resilience. When you face challenges, it's natural to feel discouraged or overwhelmed, but a growth mindset allows you to see setbacks as learning experiences rather than failures. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this experience?" By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, you can develop the resilience needed to overcome them and emerge stronger on the other side. Another important aspect of resilience is self-compassion. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's important to be kind to yourself during difficult times. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend who is struggling. It means acknowledging that setbacks are a natural part of the human experience and that it's okay to feel disappointed or frustrated. When you practice self-compassion, you create a supportive internal environment that allows you to bounce back from challenges and continue moving forward. Consider the story of Rachel, who faced a major setback in her personal life, a difficult breakup that left her feeling heartbroken and lost. Instead of criticizing herself or feeling ashamed, Rachel chose to practice self-compassion. She allowed herself to feel her emotions, took time to heal, and treated herself with kindness. By being patient with herself, Rachel was able to move through her pain and eventually find joy and fulfillment again. Adaptability is another key component of resilience. Life is constantly changing, and the ability to adapt to new circumstances is essential for navigating challenges. Adaptability means being open to change, being willing to adjust your plans, and finding new ways to move forward when things don't go as expected. Consider the story of Noah, who had always dreamed of opening his own restaurant. Just as he was about to launch his business, an economic downturn made it impossible for him to secure the funding he needed. Noah could have given up on his dream, but instead, he chose to adapt. He started a smaller-scale catering business from his home, using the resources he had available. Over time, his catering business grew, and he was eventually able to open the restaurant he had always dreamed of. By being adaptable and finding new ways to move forward, Noah was able to turn a setback into an opportunity for growth. Social support is also a crucial factor in building resilience. Having a network of supportive friends, family, or mentors can provide you with the encouragement, perspective, and strength you need to navigate difficult times. When you face challenges, it's important to reach out to the people who care about you, share your feelings, and ask for support. Consider the story of Ava, who was struggling with the demands of balancing work and family responsibilities. She felt overwhelmed and exhausted, and she wasn't sure how to move forward. Ava reached out to a close friend, who listened to her, offered support, and helped her come up with a plan to create more balance in her life. By seeking support from her friend, Ava was able to gain the perspective she needed to navigate her challenges and find a way forward. Another powerful way to cultivate resilience is to focus on your why, the deeper reason behind your goals and vision. When you have a strong sense of purpose, it becomes easier to stay committed to your journey, even when the path feels difficult. Take time to reflect on why your vision is important to you. What impact do you want to make in your life and the lives of others? What values do you want to live by? When you connect with your deeper purpose, you create a sense of motivation and determination that can help you overcome challenges and keep moving forward. Consider the story of Leo, who faced numerous obstacles while pursuing his dream of becoming a teacher. There were times when he felt overwhelmed by the demands of his studies and questioned whether he was capable of achieving his goal. But Leo's why, his passion for making a positive impact on the lives of children, kept him going. By staying connected to his purpose, Leo was able to persevere and eventually achieve his dream. Resilience is not about never feeling discouraged or never experiencing setbacks. It's about the ability to get back up, to keep moving forward, and to stay committed to your vision, even when the journey feels challenging. By cultivating a growth mindset, practicing self-compassion, being adaptable, seeking social support, and staying connected to your purpose, you can develop the resilience needed to navigate life's challenges and continue growing and thriving. As you continue on your journey of transformation, remember that setbacks are a natural part of the process, and they do not define you. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to strengthen your resilience. Take time to reflect on the challenges you have overcome in the past and the strength you have gained from those experiences. Trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way, and remember that with resilience, you can continue to grow, thrive, and create the life you desire. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of letting go of limiting beliefs, past hurts, and anything that no longer serves you. Letting go is an essential part of creating space for new growth, and by releasing what is holding you back, you can continue to move forward on your journey of transformation. Remember, resilience is about bouncing back, but letting go is about freeing yourself to move ahead unencumbered. Chapter 19: The Power of Letting Go. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Hermann Hesse. Letting go is an essential part of the journey of growth and transformation. It is the process of releasing what no longer serves you, limiting beliefs, past hurts, fears, and attachments that may be holding you back from stepping into your highest potential. Letting go is not about giving up. It is about freeing yourself from the weight of the past so that you can move forward unencumbered and create space for new growth and possibilities. In this chapter, we will explore the power of letting go, why it is important, and how to practice letting go in your own life. Consider the story of Sophia, who had been carrying the weight of a past mistake for years. She had made a decision in her career that did not turn out the way she had hoped, and she felt deeply ashamed of it. This shame held her back from pursuing new opportunities, as she feared repeating the same mistake. One day, Sophia decided that she no longer wanted to be defined by her past. She realized that holding on to her shame was preventing her from moving forward and living the life she truly desired. Sophia began to practice letting go by acknowledging her mistake, forgiving herself, and recognizing that she had learned valuable lessons from the experience. By releasing the shame, Sophia was able to open herself up to new opportunities, and she eventually found a career path that brought her fulfillment and joy. Letting go allowed Sophia to step into her true potential and create a future that aligned with her values and desires. The first step to letting go is awareness. You cannot release what you are not aware of, so it's important to take time to reflect on what may be holding you back. Are there past experiences that you are still holding on to? Are there limiting beliefs or fears that are keeping you from moving forward? By bringing awareness to these aspects of your life, you can begin to understand how they are affecting you and why it is time to let them go. For example, you may realize that a fear of failure is preventing you from taking risks, or that a limiting belief about your worth is holding you back from pursuing your goals. Awareness is the first step to change, and by acknowledging what is no longer serving you, you create the space to let it go. Another important aspect of letting go is forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Holding on to resentment, anger, or guilt can keep you stuck in the past and prevent you from moving forward. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurtful behavior or forgetting what happened. It is about releasing the emotional hold that the past has on you. Consider the story of Daniel, who had a strained relationship with his father. For years, Daniel held on to anger and resentment, feeling that his father had not been supportive of his dreams. This resentment affected Daniel's ability to fully pursue his goals, as he was constantly seeking validation that he felt he had never received. One day, Daniel realized that holding on to this anger was only hurting himself. He chose to forgive his father, not because his father had asked for forgiveness, but because Daniel wanted to be free of the emotional burden. By forgiving his father, Daniel was able to let go of the resentment and move forward with a sense of peace and empowerment. Letting go also involves releasing attachments. Attachments can take many forms: attachment to a particular outcome, attachment to material possessions, or attachment to the way things should be. When you are overly attached to something, you create resistance, which can prevent you from fully embracing the present moment and being open to new possibilities. Consider the story of Maya, who had always dreamed of owning a specific type of home. She was so attached to this dream that she turned down other opportunities that came her way because they didn't match her vision. Over time, Maya realized that her attachment to this specific outcome was limiting her ability to create a fulfilling life. She decided to let go of her attachment and be open to different possibilities. Not long after, Maya found a home that, while different from what she had originally imagined, brought her a deep sense of peace and joy. By letting go of her attachment, Maya was able to create a life that was even more fulfilling than she had envisioned. One powerful practice for letting go is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and emotions can help you process them and release what no longer serves you. Take time to write about what you are holding on to and why it is time to let it go. You can also write a letter to yourself or to someone else, expressing your feelings, acknowledging the impact of the past, and stating your intention to let it go. You don't need to share the letter with anyone. The act of writing it is enough to release the emotional burden and create a sense of closure. Another practice for letting go is visualization. Close your eyes and imagine the thing you want to release, a past hurt, a limiting belief, or a fear, as a physical object. Visualize yourself holding this object, and then imagine letting it go. You might visualize placing it in a flowing river, watching it drift away, or imagine it dissolving into the air. As you visualize letting go, allow yourself to feel a sense of lightness and freedom. Visualization can be a powerful way to release what is weighing you down and create space for new possibilities. Letting go also requires trust. Trusting that by releasing what no longer serves you, you are creating space for something better to enter your life. It's natural to feel fear or uncertainty when letting go, especially if you have held on to something for a long time. But by trusting in the process of letting go, you open yourself up to new opportunities, growth, and transformation. Consider the story of Leo, who had always been afraid of leaving his stable job to pursue his passion for writing. He held on to the security of his job because he feared the uncertainty of following his dream. One day, Leo decided to trust in himself, and in the process of letting go, he left his job and dedicated himself to his writing. It wasn't easy, and there were moments of doubt, but by letting go of his fear and trusting in his abilities, Leo was able to create a fulfilling career as a writer. Letting go allowed him to step into his true potential and create a life that aligned with his passion. Letting go is a powerful act of self-liberation. It allows you to release the weight of the past, free yourself from limiting beliefs and attachments, and create space for new growth and possibilities. By practicing awareness, forgiveness, journaling, visualization, and trust, you can let go of what is holding you back and move forward on your journey of transformation with a sense of lightness and freedom. As you continue on your journey, take time to reflect on what you may be holding on to and why it is time to let it go. Trust that by releasing what no longer serves you, you are creating space for new growth, opportunities, and fulfillment. Remember, letting go is not about giving up. It is about freeing yourself to move ahead unencumbered and embracing the limitless possibilities that await you. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of self-belief and how to cultivate an unshakable sense of confidence as you continue to grow and thrive. Self-belief is the foundation of transformation, and by believing in yourself, you can create a life that reflects your highest potential. Chapter 20. The Power of Self-Belief. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. Self-belief is the foundation of all growth and transformation. It is the inner conviction that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of achieving your goals and creating the life you desire. Without self-belief, it becomes difficult to take the steps necessary to pursue your dreams, overcome challenges, and reach your highest potential. By cultivating an unshakable sense of confidence in yourself, you empower yourself to face obstacles with courage, to take risks, and to fully embrace the journey of transformation. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of self-belief, why it is essential for growth, and how to cultivate it in your life. Consider the story of Clara, who had always dreamed of starting her own business. For years, Clara held herself back because she didn't believe she had what it took to be successful. She doubted her abilities, feared failure, and constantly compared herself to others who seemed more capable. One day, Clara decided that she was tired of letting her doubts hold her back. She made a commitment to believe in herself, even when it felt difficult. She began by acknowledging her strengths, celebrating her small successes, and surrounding herself with supportive people who encouraged her. Clara also practiced positive affirmations, repeating statements like, "I am capable," "I am worthy," and "I have everything I need to succeed." Over time, Clara's self-belief grew stronger, and she found the courage to take the leap and start her business. It wasn't always easy, and there were moments of doubt, but by believing in herself, Clara was able to overcome obstacles and create a successful and fulfilling business that aligned with her passion. The first step to cultivating self-belief is to become aware of the limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. Limiting beliefs are the negative thoughts and stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you are capable of. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or the opinions of others. For example, you may have a limiting belief that you are not smart enough, not talented enough, or not deserving of success. By bringing awareness to these beliefs, you can begin to challenge them and replace them with more empowering beliefs. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Is there evidence to support it? Or is it simply a story I've been telling myself? By questioning your limiting beliefs, you create the space to let them go and replace them with beliefs that support your growth. Positive affirmations are a powerful tool for cultivating self-belief. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce the beliefs you want to cultivate. By repeating affirmations regularly, you can reprogram your subconscious mind and replace negative self-talk with empowering thoughts. Choose affirmations that resonate with you, such as, I am capable of achieving my goals, I am deserving of success and happiness, or I believe in myself and my abilities. Repeat these affirmations daily, ideally in front of a mirror, and allow yourself to feel the truth of the words as you say them. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they will become ingrained in your subconscious mind, strengthening your self-belief over time. Another important aspect of cultivating self-belief is to take action, even when you feel uncertain or afraid. Self-belief is not just about thinking positively. It is about taking action that reinforces your belief in yourself. Each time you take a step toward your goals, even if it feels uncomfortable, you build evidence that you are capable and resilient. Consider the story of Alex, who wanted to improve his public speaking skills but was terrified of speaking in front of an audience. Instead of letting his fear hold him back, Alex decided to take small steps to build his confidence. He started by speaking in front of a small group of friends, then gradually worked his way up to larger audiences. Each time Alex spoke, he felt a sense of accomplishment, and his self-belief grew stronger. By taking action, even when it felt difficult, Alex was able to build the confidence he needed to become a skilled public speaker. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is also essential for cultivating self-belief. The people you spend time with can have a significant impact on your beliefs about yourself. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift, encourage, and believe in you. Seek out mentors, friends, or support groups that inspire you and remind you of your potential. When you are surrounded by positive influences, it becomes easier to believe in yourself and to stay motivated on your journey of growth and transformation. Consider the story of Mia, who struggled with self-doubt in her career. Mia joined a professional networking group where she connected with other ambitious individuals who supported and encouraged her. Through their encouragement and belief in her abilities, Mia began to see herself in a new light, and her self-belief grew stronger. The support of her community played a crucial role in helping Mia overcome her doubts and achieve her career goals. Celebrating your successes, no matter how small, is another powerful way to cultivate self-belief. Each time you achieve a goal, overcome a challenge, or take a step forward, take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate your success. Recognizing your achievements reinforces the belief that you are capable and deserving of success. Consider keeping a success journal, where you write down your accomplishments, both big and small. This journal can serve as a reminder of your progress and a source of motivation when you face challenges. By celebrating your successes, you create a positive feedback loop that strengthens your self-belief and encourages you to keep moving forward. It's also important to practice self-compassion on your journey of cultivating self-belief. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when things don't go as planned, or when you face setbacks. During these times, it's important to be kind to yourself and to remember that self-belief is a journey, not a destination. Instead of criticizing yourself for your doubts or setbacks, remind yourself that growth takes time and that it's okay to feel uncertain. By practicing self-compassion, you create a supportive internal environment that allows your self-belief to grow, even in the face of challenges. Self-belief is the foundation of transformation. It is the inner strength that allows you to pursue your dreams, overcome obstacles, and create a life that reflects your highest potential. By challenging limiting beliefs, practicing positive affirmations, taking action, surrounding yourself with positive influences, celebrating your successes, and practicing self-compassion, you can cultivate an unshakable sense of confidence in yourself. Remember, self-belief is not about being perfect or never feeling doubt. It is about choosing to believe in yourself, even when it feels difficult, and taking steps toward the life you desire. As you continue on your journey, take time to reflect on your strengths, your accomplishments, and the progress you have made. Trust in your abilities, believe in your potential, and remember that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of taking inspired action and how to turn your vision into reality. By taking aligned action, you can bring your dreams to life and continue to grow and thrive on your journey of transformation. Chapter 21: Taking Inspired Action. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Zig Ziglar. Taking inspired action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It is the process of turning your vision into reality by taking purposeful steps that are aligned with your goals and values. Inspired action is different from mere activity. It comes from a place of clarity, passion, and alignment, rather than from fear or obligation. By taking inspired action, you can bring your dreams to life and continue to grow and thrive on your journey of transformation. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of taking inspired action, how to identify what action to take, and how to stay motivated along the way. Consider the story of Jake, who had always dreamed of writing a book. For years, Jake told himself that he would start writing someday, but he never seemed to find the right time. He was waiting for the perfect moment, for inspiration to strike, or for his life to slow down. One day, Jake realized that if he kept waiting for the perfect moment, his dream would remain just that, a dream. He decided to take inspired action by committing to write for just 15 minutes each day. At first, it felt like a small step, but over time, those 15 minutes added up, and Jake found himself making progress on his book. As he wrote, his passion grew, and he began to feel more inspired and motivated. By taking action, even when it felt small, Jake was able to turn his dream into a reality. He eventually completed his book, and it became a source of pride and fulfillment for him. The first step to taking inspired action is to get clear on your vision. What is it that you truly want to create or achieve? What does your ideal life look like? And what steps can you take to move in that direction? When you have a clear vision, it becomes easier to identify the actions that will bring you closer to your goals. Take time to reflect on your vision and write down the specific steps you can take to make it a reality. These steps don't have to be big or overwhelming. Sometimes, the smallest actions can create the greatest momentum. For example, if your vision is to improve your health, an inspired action might be to take a 10-minute walk each day, to drink more water, or to prepare a healthy meal. The key is to take action that feels aligned with your goals and that moves you in the direction of your vision. Another important aspect of taking inspired action is to listen to your intuition. Inspired action often comes from a place of inner knowing. It is the quiet nudge, the feeling of excitement, or the sense of clarity that tells you what step to take next. Trusting your intuition can help you take action that is aligned with your highest potential. Consider the story of Emma, who wanted to start her own business but wasn't sure where to begin. One day, while journaling, Emma had a sudden idea to reach out to a former colleague who had experience in the field she was interested in. It wasn't part of her original plan, but it felt right, so she decided to follow her intuition. The conversation with her colleague led to a valuable opportunity that helped Emma get her business off the ground. By listening to her intuition and taking inspired action, Emma was able to move forward on her journey and create a business that aligned with her vision. It's also important to take action, even when you feel uncertain or afraid. Fear and doubt are natural parts of the growth process, and they often arise when you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. The key to taking inspired action is to move forward despite the fear, to trust in yourself and in the process, and to take one step at a time. Consider the story of Daniel, who wanted to change careers but was afraid of leaving the security of his current job. Instead of letting his fear hold him back, Daniel decided to take small, manageable steps. He began by researching his new field, taking online courses, and networking with others in the industry. Each step brought him closer to his goal, and over time, Daniel gained the confidence he needed to make the transition. By taking action, even when it felt scary, Daniel was able to create a career that brought him fulfillment and joy. Staying motivated is an important part of taking inspired action. Motivation often comes from progress. Each time you take a step forward, you build momentum, and that momentum fuels your desire to keep going. To stay motivated, it can be helpful to break your goals down into smaller, achievable steps and to celebrate each milestone along the way. Consider keeping a progress journal where you write down the actions you take and the progress you make. Reflecting on your progress can help you stay motivated and remind you of how far you've come. Another way to stay motivated is to surround yourself with positive influences. Connect with people who inspire you, who are also working toward their goals, and who encourage you to take action. Having a support system can provide you with the motivation, accountability, and encouragement you need to keep moving forward, even when the path feels challenging. Consider joining a group or community of like-minded individuals who share your interests and goals. The energy of a supportive community can be a powerful source of inspiration and motivation. It's also important to be patient with yourself and to trust in the timing of your journey. Transformation takes time, and there will be moments when progress feels slow or when obstacles arise. During these times, it's important to remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your vision. Trust that the actions you are taking are leading you in the right direction, and be patient with yourself as you navigate the journey. Remember that inspired action is not about perfection. It's about progress, growth, and moving forward with intention and purpose. Taking inspired action is the key to turning your vision into reality. It is about getting clear on your goals, listening to your intuition, moving forward despite fear, staying motivated, and trusting in the process. By taking action that is aligned with your highest potential, you can bring your dreams to life and continue to grow and thrive on your journey of transformation. As you continue on your journey, take time to reflect on the actions you can take today that will bring you closer to your vision. Trust in yourself, take inspired action, and remember that each step you take is a step toward the life you desire. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of nurturing meaningful relationships and how they can support your growth and transformation. Relationships are a powerful source of inspiration, connection, and support, and by nurturing them, you can create a life that is rich with love, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 22: Nurturing Meaningful Relationships. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Oprah Winfrey. Relationships are at the heart of the human experience. They provide us with love, support, connection, and inspiration. The people we surround ourselves with can have a profound impact on our growth and transformation. Nurturing meaningful relationships is essential for creating a life that is rich with love, joy, and fulfillment. By cultivating connections that uplift, encourage, and inspire you, you can create a supportive environment that empowers you to reach your highest potential. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of nurturing meaningful relationships, how to cultivate deeper connections, and how relationships can support your growth and transformation. Consider the story of Grace, who had always been surrounded by people who doubted her dreams. Her friends and family often dismissed her ambitions as unrealistic, and their negativity began to affect her confidence and motivation. Grace realized that if she wanted to grow and thrive, she needed to surround herself with people who believed in her and supported her journey. She began to seek out new connections, people who were positive, ambitious, and encouraging. Grace joined a local community group, attended workshops, and connected with like-minded individuals online. Over time, Grace found herself surrounded by a supportive network of people who uplifted her, encouraged her dreams, and celebrated her successes. These relationships became a powerful source of inspiration and motivation, and they played a crucial role in helping Grace achieve her goals. The first step to nurturing meaningful relationships is to be intentional about the people you surround yourself with. Take time to reflect on the relationships in your life. Do they uplift and inspire you, or do they drain your energy and hold you back? It's important to surround yourself with people who support your growth, who believe in your potential, and who encourage you to be your best self. This doesn't mean you need to cut people out of your life completely, but it does mean being mindful of how much time and energy you invest in relationships that are not supportive of your well-being. By choosing to spend more time with people who uplift and inspire you, you create a positive and supportive environment that nurtures your growth. Another important aspect of nurturing meaningful relationships is to cultivate deeper connections. Meaningful relationships are built on trust, authenticity, and vulnerability. To cultivate deeper connections, it's important to be open and honest with the people in your life. Share your thoughts, feelings, and dreams, and allow yourself to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is what allows us to connect on a deeper level, It is the willingness to be seen for who we truly are without fear of judgment. Consider the story of Noah, who had always kept his true feelings to himself out of fear of being judged. He realized that this fear was preventing him from forming deep connections with others. One day, Noah decided to open up to a close friend about his struggles and fears. To his surprise, his friend responded with compassion and understanding, and their bond grew stronger. By allowing himself to be vulnerable, Noah was able to cultivate a deeper and more meaningful connection with his friend. Listening is also a powerful way to nurture meaningful relationships. True listening is more than just hearing the words someone is saying. It is about being fully present, paying attention, and understanding the emotions behind the words. When you listen with empathy and without judgment, you create a safe space for the other person to express themselves, and you deepen your connection. Consider the story of Emma, who noticed that her friend Sarah was going through a difficult time. Instead of offering advice or trying to fix the situation, Emma chose to simply listen. She sat with Sarah, listened to her concerns, and offered her support without judgment. This act of listening helped Sarah feel heard and understood, and it strengthened their bond. By being fully present and listening with empathy, Emma was able to nurture a meaningful connection with her friend. It's also important to express appreciation and gratitude in your relationships. Let the people in your life know how much they mean to you and how they have positively impacted your journey. A simple thank you or a heartfelt message can go a long way in nurturing your connections and strengthening your bonds. Consider the story of Ava, who realized that she often took her partner's support for granted. She decided to start expressing her appreciation more often, letting her partner know how much she valued their love and encouragement. This small change had a profound impact on their relationship. It brought them closer together and deepened their sense of connection. By expressing appreciation, Ava was able to nurture a relationship that was rich with love and support. Another way to nurture meaningful relationships is to support the growth of others. Just as you seek support and encouragement on your journey, it's important to offer the same to the people in your life. Celebrate their successes, encourage their dreams, and be there for them during challenging times. Consider the story of Leo, who had a close friend who was starting a new business. Leo offered his support by helping his friend brainstorm ideas, providing feedback, and celebrating each milestone. By supporting his friend's growth, Leo not only nurtured their relationship, but also created a positive and uplifting environment that benefited both of them. When you support the growth of others, you create a sense of mutual empowerment that strengthens your bonds and enriches your relationships. Meaningful relationships are a powerful source of inspiration, connection, and support. By being intentional about the people you surround yourself with, cultivating deeper connections, listening with empathy, expressing appreciation, and supporting the growth of others, you can create relationships that uplift and inspire you. These relationships provide you with the love, encouragement, and motivation you need to continue growing and thriving on your journey of transformation. As you continue on your journey, take time to reflect on the relationships in your life. How can you nurture the connections that uplift and inspire you? How can you cultivate deeper and more meaningful relationships? Remember that the people you surround yourself with play a crucial role in your growth, and by nurturing meaningful relationships, you create a life that is rich with love, joy, and fulfillment. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of finding joy in the journey and how to embrace the present moment as you continue to grow and transform. Joy is not just a destination, it is a way of being, and by finding joy in the journey, you can create a life that is truly fulfilling and meaningful. Chapter 23: Finding Joy in the Journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Joy is a powerful force that has the ability to transform the way we experience life. It is not something that can be found at the end of a journey or achieved by reaching a specific goal. It is a way of being that can be cultivated in every moment of our lives. Finding joy in the journey is about embracing the present moment, appreciating the small blessings along the way, and allowing yourself to fully experience the beauty of life as it unfolds. By finding joy in the journey, you can create a life that is truly fulfilling and meaningful, no matter what challenges you may face. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of finding joy in the journey, how to cultivate a joyful mindset, and how to embrace the present moment as you continue to grow and transform. Consider the story of Elena, who had always been focused on achieving her goals. She believed that once she reached a certain milestone, Whether it was getting a promotion, buying a house, or reaching a specific level of success, she would finally be happy. However, each time she reached a goal, she found herself setting a new one, always chasing the next milestone and never feeling truly fulfilled. One day, Elena realized that she was missing out on the beauty of her life by constantly focusing on the future. She decided to make a change and to start finding joy in the present moment. She began to appreciate the small things, the warmth of the sun on her face, the laughter of a loved one, the satisfaction of a job well done. By shifting her focus from the destination to the journey, Elena began to experience a deep sense of joy and fulfillment that had always eluded her. She realized that joy was not something to be found in the future. It was something that could be experienced right here, right now. The first step to finding joy in the journey is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, without judgment or distraction. It is about noticing the sights, sounds, and sensations around you, and fully engaging with whatever you are doing. When you practice mindfulness, you allow yourself to experience the richness of each moment, rather than getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Consider the story of Sam, who often found himself feeling stressed and overwhelmed by the demands of his job. He decided to start practicing mindfulness by taking a few minutes each day to focus on his breath and to notice the sensations in his body. Over time, Sam found that by being fully present in the moment, he was able to let go of his stress and find joy in even the simplest of activities, like taking a walk in nature or enjoying a cup of tea. By practicing mindfulness, Sam was able to find joy in the journey, no matter what challenges he faced. Another important aspect of finding joy in the journey is to cultivate a sense of gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of appreciating the blessings in your life, both big and small. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what is lacking and toward what is abundant. This shift in perspective can create a deep sense of joy and contentment. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. They can be as simple as a kind gesture from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or a moment of laughter. By cultivating a sense of gratitude, you can find joy in the everyday moments of your life and create a positive and uplifting mindset that supports your growth and well-being. It's also important to let go of the need for perfection and to embrace the imperfections of life. Life is not always perfect, and there will be moments when things don't go as planned. By letting go of the need for everything to be perfect, you can find joy in the messy, imperfect, and unpredictable nature of life. Consider the story of Mia, who had always been a perfectionist. She believed that in order to be happy, everything had to be just right. However, this need for perfection often left her feeling stressed and disappointed when things didn't go as planned. One day, Mia decided to let go of her need for perfection and to embrace the imperfections of life. She allowed herself to make mistakes, to laugh at herself, and to find joy in the unexpected. By letting go of perfection, Mia was able to find joy in the journey and to experience a sense of freedom and lightness that she had never felt before. Another way to find joy in the journey is to do more of what brings you happiness. Take time to engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or simply taking a walk in nature. Make joy a priority in your life, and allow yourself to do the things that make you feel alive and fulfilled. Consider the story of Leo, who had always loved painting, but had stopped doing it because he felt he didn't have the time. One day, Leo decided to make painting a priority again, even if it was just for a few minutes each day. As he painted, he felt a sense of joy and fulfillment that reminded him of why he loved it in the first place. By making time for the things that brought him happiness, Leo was able to find joy in the journey and to create a life that was rich with meaning and fulfillment. Finding joy in the journey is also about embracing the present moment and letting go of the need to constantly strive for the future. It's about recognizing that life is happening right now and that the present moment is all we truly have. Consider the story of Anna, who had always been focused on her future goals. She realized that by constantly striving for the future, she was missing out on the beauty of the present moment. Anna decided to make a change and to start embracing the present. She took time each day to appreciate the small moments of her life, to connect with the people around her, and to fully engage with whatever she was doing. By embracing the present moment, Anna was able to find joy in the journey and to create a life that was truly fulfilling. Finding joy in the journey is about embracing the present moment, cultivating a sense of gratitude, letting go of perfection, doing more of what brings you happiness, and fully experiencing the beauty of life as it unfolds. Joy is not just a destination. It is a way of being that can be cultivated in every moment of your life. By finding joy in the journey, you can create a life that is rich with love, fulfillment, and meaning. As you continue on your journey of growth and transformation, take time to find joy in the present moment. Appreciate the small blessings along the way, let go of the need for perfection, and do more of what brings you happiness. Remember that joy is not something to be found in the future. It is something that can be experienced right here, right now. By finding joy in the journey, you can create a life that is truly fulfilling and meaningful. In the conclusion of this book, we will reflect on the journey you have taken, celebrate your growth, and explore how to continue living in alignment with your highest potential. Remember, the journey of transformation is ongoing, and each moment is an opportunity to grow, thrive, and find joy in the life you are creating. Conclusion: celebrating your journey. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. As we reach the conclusion of this book, it's time to take a moment to reflect on the journey you have taken. You have explored the depths of your subconscious mind, uncovered the power of your thoughts and beliefs, and learned how to reprogram your mind to create the life you desire. You have cultivated resilience, embraced your intuition, nurtured meaningful relationships, and found joy in the journey. Each chapter has been a step on your path of growth and transformation, and now it's time to celebrate the progress you have made and the person you are becoming. Consider the courage it takes to embark on a journey of transformation. It's not always easy to confront your fears, challenge limiting beliefs, or step outside of your comfort zone, but you have done just that. You have taken inspired action, trusted in your abilities, and embraced the unknown with an open heart and an open mind. Every step you have taken, no matter how small, has brought you closer to the life you desire and the person you are meant to be. Take a moment to acknowledge your courage, your resilience, and your commitment to your growth. You are worthy of celebration, and the progress you have made is something to be proud of. The journey of transformation is ongoing. It is not about reaching a final destination, but about continuously growing, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself. Each moment is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to create a life that is aligned with your highest potential. As you move forward, remember that you have the power to create the life you desire. The tools, insights, and practices you have learned in this book are yours to carry with you on your journey. Use them to continue reprogramming your mind, nurturing your relationships, taking inspired action, and finding joy in every moment. Life is full of ups and downs, and there will be moments when the path feels challenging or uncertain. During these times, remember that you are capable, resilient, and deserving of all the good that life has to offer. Trust in yourself, believe in your potential, and know that you have the inner strength to overcome any obstacle. You have already come so far, and the journey ahead is full of endless possibilities. Embrace each moment, stay committed to your growth, and continue to live in alignment with your highest potential. As you continue on your journey, take time to celebrate your successes, both big and small. Acknowledge the progress you have made, the lessons you have learned, and the person you are becoming. Remember that transformation is not about perfection. It is about progress, growth, and the willingness to keep moving forward, even when the path feels uncertain. You are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, and the journey of transformation is yours to create. Thank you for allowing me, Mindful Literary, to be a part of your journey. It has been an honor to walk alongside you as you explored the depths of your mind, cultivated new beliefs, and created a life that reflects your highest potential. As you move forward, remember that the power to create the life you desire lies within you. Trust in yourself, take inspired action, and continue to find joy in the journey. The world is full of possibilities, and your journey is just beginning. Keep growing, keep thriving, and keep believing in yourself. You are capable of creating a life that is rich with love, joy, and fulfillment, and the journey ahead is full of endless potential. With gratitude and encouragement, Mindful Literary.